Hello, everyone, and welcome to Fumbles and Fame plays Tomb of Annihilation. Fumbles and Fame. Fumbles and Flame. Fumbles and Fame is an international Discord community created to connect DMs, GMs, and players around the world to discuss and enjoy our love for RPGs as a whole and to play them together with a particular focus on D&D. With all that being said, it is important to note that we at Fumbles and Fame are not affiliated with, endorsed, sponsored, or specifically approved by Wizards of the Coast, LLC. We only have a couple upcoming games for this week, and I'm going to run through them really quickly because I'm sure my party is dying to get into combat. Tomorrow at 7 p.m. UTC, Princes of the Apocalypse by DM Ben returns. Our heroes have finally made it to Red Larch. Their original destination. Is the village all that it seems? Find out by joining them then. Tuesday, we have our weekly DDO stream. It happens at 6:30 p.m. UTC right here on this channel. You can join Cation and his crew as they run through the great game based off of 3.5 edition, if I'm correct. So, with all that being said and everything else out of the way, let's go ahead and dive right in to Tomb of Annihilation as I go over a very quick recap of what has gone on. Previously, the party, having discovered 2 of the puzzle cubes, set out to find all the rest so that they could delve deep into the rest of the city and delve into the Tomb of the Nine Gods to find the Soulmonger, to destroy it and kill the Soulmonger. They knew they didn't have much time, as there were Thaans and Yuan Ti about, presumably searching for the same thing, just with different motives. They quickly bypassed Ijin's puzzle floor and made it through his shrine, finding his puzzle cube, a 3-inch square cube embossed with the symbol of an almirage. From there, the party rested, and Morthos continued his decline into death and becoming yet another soul for the Atropol to consume. So quickly, the party pushed on, crossing the river, but it proved more of a challenge than as it seemed, as it was seemingly protected by a not-so-lucid tabaxi named Bag of Nails. The party bested him in combat, and surrendering, he took them back to his home, where he proceeded to attempt murder yet again by poisoning him. In the end, that didn't seem to help his case, as his life was ended, which in turn formed a little bit of a heated debate in the party. Soon, though, the party all realized that they needed to push aside morality concerns at the moment and deal with the first and foremost problem at hand. And that was the Soulmonger, the Death Curse, the whole reason why the 6 of you had been brought together in the first place. The party quickly ran through the Shrine of Unk, and were moving on to the next shrine when they were confronted by Thayan wizards, surrounded by their retinue. They demanded the cubes. Before anything could be said, another group arrived, Yuan Ti, led by the evil Ambrosia, who had betrayed the party what feels like ages ago. Now, standing and staring, weapons and arcane focuses out, eyes scanning for whoever will be the first one to make an aggressive move here. In a long, ruined plaza of the forgotten city of Omu, mist clinging to the ruined walls, the jungle almost seems to have gone silent as it braces, waiting. And that's where we'll pick up our tale. So, Zagmira, do you think we should just kill them? Or should we talk? And Ambrosia, at this point, she says, I am happy with either. Well, Dyrax, says the other wizard, I think it wouldn't hurt to talk, shall we? And this figure turns to address you, the party, and says, listen, we can be amenable here. You give us the cubes, and you get to keep the red-skinned one. You don't give us the cubes, and maybe we give you ours, but we take your friend. He is needed.
Sin says all the cubes?
Well, except for the one this one has. Pointing towards Ambrosia, who kind of smiles and her reptilian tongue comes out and kind of flicks the air as she kind of almost laugh hisses quietly within herself.
I don't know. I do think I like my plan way better. How about we take all the cubes and our friends, and you get to take your lives and leave?
Yes, you are going to protect your friend, just like you protected those poor innocent frog people, huh? Says Ambrosia. I killed them all, you know. I drank of their blood. Does that make you uncomfortable?
No, I just want all the cubes. If you just give me the cubes, I'll be happy. Like, he looks at Morthos again and says, I mean, all the cubes? Every single cube.
I kind of like my life. I'd rather stick with you guys and have all the cubes.
You know, I
point,
hear snake leather boots are all the rage in Potnia and Zaru these days.
I want a pair.
At this point, you hear bowstrings creak tighter.
Man,
You
y'all
see
gonna have to make
hands
me kill these
raised just
motherfuckers.
slightly.
I'm knocking an arrow as well.
Okay.
I'm pointing a finger.
Sin, like, cries out in like a thunderous, like, not raging, but he, like, thunderous scream, and he pulls out his axe and says, you're all gonna make me fucking kill you, aren't you?
Do you fools not realize that this is not about killing Grang in the jungle? You're sitting here in your city, lazy, on top of the bones of the Trickster gods, while Azarek is feeding all the souls of everyone who's dying to his unholy creation. And guess what? If you die, your souls will be sucked into the soulmonger as well.
Sin looks over at fucking Aruna and just says, wait, what happened to Sweet You? Can we go back to that? Like,
What happened
No,
to
I like
Sweet
this
Me
one.
is child.
Sin just looks forward and says, yes, ma'am.
We know what is happening, which is why we are willing to give you the cubes.
Yeah, with our friend.
We are
We're not
being
letting,
more than amenable here.
we're not
What
taking our
is
friend.
one life against the world?
Excuse me, our one life that we care about. Like, I mean, we care about the rest of the lives. Don't get me wrong. I don't need this political debate here, but
This one
care about this
babbles.
He does. I agree. So here's the thing: is you know what's in the tomb, or you have a suspicion.
Of course.
So
Why
and
do you
you're
think we
really
were sent here?
well. Hold on. Let me finish. You think you need him, the red one, for your purposes. Well, why don't you just give us the cubes? Let us take him into the tomb where your master can just eat him anyway.
yeah, I like that plan. More
We're literally hand delivering him. So
Who do you
why-
think we serve, stupid girl?
oh,
Mr.
stupid.
Rasmussen.
Yeah, but Rosnisi
Morthos summons his
works.
rapier.
We do
And
not
the raven
serve
feather.
Rasnisi. This one, the scaled one, serves. We serve the great one, the one cast out, and the one that has brought other castaways together. We serve Valindra.
Yo, can we just off this bitch, please?
I mean, I'm for that.
You can try to off this bitch, but be assured, this bitch will make sure she tries to off you in return. Now quit babbling, dog, and let your masters speak.
Then I shall speak with my blade, and I cast Hunger of Hadar.
That just says, did you just call me a fucking dog?
Okay, Hunger of
Hell
Hadar.
no.
I would like to cast Calm Emotion on everyone.
Can
of
we all
my
cast
party.
something?
Can I throw a hand axe at
Hold
her
on,
face?
hold on. Okay, so the initial triggering action was Hunger of Hadar.
Yes. 20-foot
You watch
radius.
as Hunger of Hadar begins to cast. A magical void of darkness begins to spring forward into existence, and with a flick of her hand, the spell fizzles. And Zagmira smiles at you and says, Now, that wasn't very nice. We are just talking.
Yeah, no talking anymore. You called me a
Would
fucking
you
dog.
like to cast Calm Emotions, Runa, at this point?
Yeah, I wanted to cast it at the same time as he did his spell, so.
Okay, so go ahead. Your spell will now go off.
Kalimdor, shield our hearts from the fear that those snake people could
Okay.
mhm.
So who are you casting this on?
I mean, it is a 20-foot radius around me, so all my party members.
Okay. So I need all of you guys to make a charisma saving throw. You can choose to fail this save if you wish. And you do know that this spell is coming from Runa.
I choose to fail.
And I have used it on you before, so I guess you know what it feels like.
Kind of,
I
yeah.
failed anyway, so.
Okay. So Glennon, you
choose to
chose to fail. Sin, you choose to fail. Morthos?
Yeah, I choose to fail.
Okay. Selenia? You're muted.
I know. What am I supposed to add together?
Charisma saving throw if you
Charisma
want
saving
to...
throw. If you want to resist my
No, I don't want to resist.
the blessing of Holy Kalimdor.
Charisma. I got a 12.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So all of you feel calm
excellent. So
how
a little
long?
bit of...
for up to 1 minute, I think, as long as I maintain concentration on the spell.
So choosing to fail Sin and Glyndon and everyone else, you will all kind of relax a little bit after that initial kind of casting of Hunger of Hadar and then a swift counter spell. Everything goes back to this very tense conversation. And it's at this point that you now have Zagmira's full attention, Morthos. And she says, Come now. Why not come with me? Save your friends. They are just going to die trying to protect you. All I want to do is bring you to see Valindra. She knows where your family is.
I think I have a pretty good idea where they are, too. I'd rather die with my friends.
We aren't dying.
None of our numbers is going to die today.
It's at this point that you guys look over and you guys kind of hear this. Are you fools done talking about this? Are we going to fight?
The
Or are we
leader-
just going to sit here speaking?
I mean,
Does
you're
the
doing a
leader-
whole lot of talking right now too. If you want to throw hands, we can throw hands.
Is that ambrosia?
Yes. Go ahead,
Does
Galinden.
the phase have a spell book?
Both of them seem to have some degree of perhaps a spell book on their side.
On their side? Okay, can I shoot it?
Yeah, if you'd like to. Go ahead, roll an attack roll.
Can't counterspell arrows.
14?
14. Yes, indeed, that will hit.
And these are magical arrows.
Mhm.
Just so you know.
Yeah, because books took cold damage.
18.
18. You watch as the book kind of seems to almost shrivel and rot before your eyes as the arrow hits it. And it's at this point that Zagmira looks back up at you. Now that will not do. I want you all to roll initiative at this point, please. And while doing so, we shall cheers to our lovely Exilium. Woohoo indeed.
Cheers!
With that, I got a natural 20.
Hey, and a natural 20. 10 XP to the viewers. So what does that make your initiative? Just 20, Selenia?
Yeah.
And Sin.
It's 18.
And Galinden.
21?
And Runa.
16.
I know the perfect song for Sin to start this off with.
Morthos.
17.
And Ven.
8. Everybody did so good, and I suck.
All right.
Is there a way for
Galinden,
people
you
to-
believe you are going to start initiative. What was that, Tony?
like people with starting with the initiative, are they allowed to give people the first go instead of them? Like, is that a thing?
Well, you can
Can you, like,
pass, and you can pass your
Ah.
turn, but it could just pass to like an NPC, right? Because all of
Yeah.
Tony, just
Yeah.
avoid the mages. That's all.
Galinden, you're up first. What are you doing?
I'm going to take a shot at Valindra with my first shot.
Okay, Zagmira, you mean?
Yes, sorry, the one that I shot the spellbook for.
Yeah, no worries.
Works for Valindra, I think.
Yes. Yeah, I know. There's a lot of names and
A
accents.
lot
going on.
of like fake, weird names. They all
19
kind of
hit?
sound the same.
What did you roll to hit? Sorry,
19.
19. Yes, that does indeed hit.
21 points of damage.
21 points of damage. Jesus Christ.
I'll use my extra attack to hit the same person, potentially.
Okay.
Does a 15 hit?
15 does indeed hit. Hey.
Another 21.
Another 21 points of damage. Wow. All right.
Yeah,
As
that'll be me.
that's you for now. Okay. Selenia, you're up.
Okay. What do I want to go after? I'm gonna go after Ambrosia.
Okay.
How far away is she from me or the group right now?
Probably about 15 feet.
And is she by herself or she has?
She is currently by herself.
Okay. I don't believe that, but okay. Fuck the bitch up. Before I move, I tell Soraya to stay with Morthos. Like,
Okay.
guard him.
Mhm.
Let's see, what kind of spells do I want to use? Okay. Right now, I'm just gonna run up and try attack her.
Okay.
Roll my extra attack too. 24 for one.
Yep.
17 for the other.
Both will hit.
Fuck yeah, bitch. Okay. Can I imbue my attack with my where's it at?
Divine strike.
Yes. That's what I was
Absolutely.
looking for. I can't find it for some reason.
Smite away, O mighty smiter.
Smite. Divine Smite. Where are you? I don't know what I gotta add to that.
It's because you're playing too many characters, Daniel.
I know.
What is this blasphemy that you're speaking of? Too many characters.
Oh yes, excuse me.
Divine Smite. Alright, where's Divine Smite at? 'Cause I can't find it. Right now it is 15 damage.
15 points of damage.
Okay, now I gotta do extra damage is 2d8.
Okay,
Oh, shit.
I've noted the 15, so just give me the smite damage now.
Yep. It's 11.
11 smite damage. Very
Mhm.
nice.
And if it's I don't think she's a fiend, right?
She is not. No.
Okay. All right.
Sin, what's your
And-
dex?
Base.
Was your turn done, Selenia?
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, what's your base dex?
14.
14. Okay, you are going over Zagmira.
Okay. So the mages were which way?
It's not overly important, but they are east of you, which is right in front of you. And then the Yuan-Ti are kind of spread out on either side of you. Ambrosia is just to your left, which would be north.
Well, I think it's good for Ambrosia to kind of have some focus targets. So Sin's going to look at Ambrosia and slightly walk to get away from the group.
Okay, Selenia is in front of Ambrosia, just so you are aware.
She was supposed to get one more damage.
One more damage?
Yeah, for spell level. I only did it first level.
Okay, go ahead. While Sin's deciding what to do now that I reminded him that Selenia is on Ambrosia.
It's 6 more.
6 more points of damage? Perfect.
Yeah.
I shall note as such. Which,
What's
by
the-
the way, she is still looking quite okay.
Which UNTs are closest to her? Like, are there any?
To Ambrosia? To Ambrosia specifically, there is one Yuan-Ti kind of further back, looking kind of apprehensive about the whole thing. And it has a human head and upper body with a serpentine lower body. Looks very, very, very close to Ambrosia.
And how many feet away is that to me?
About 30.
See. Sin slowly walks up, lets out a murderous cry, eyes go blue and red, and he dashes straight towards the UNT and goes to hit it 2 times and is going to use Great Weapon Master.
Okay.
Real quick, if I'm attacking twice, does Great Weapon Master affect both? Or just only one attack?
I'm not sure. It would depend on the wording. And I do
All it
not have my
says
player's
is-
handbook in front of me.
Alright, let me look that up one more moment. Sorry.
No worries.
It's a melee attack, so yeah, for all of it, all your melee attacks.
Sweet.
Okay.
Do so, my friend.
So I have a 26 and a 16.
26 and a 16 both will hit.
That's going to hurt.
What's my damage?
$47 points of damage.
47?
Yeah, and
Jesus.
putting in lightning, that's 1 point of damage.
For a total of 48. Yeah, this Yuan-Ti is all sorts of fucked up in an instant. You gouge deep into the kind of clavicle and down into the center chest with your axe before pulling out and slamming in once again. And it's looking really rough. Probably gonna only take one more of those.
Fair enough.
As we come now to Zagmira, who is going to cast a spell. And the spell, as she steps up and casts it towards the main center mass of the party. So this is going to include Runa, Morthos, Ven, Galinden. I need you all... Sorry, what was that, Galinden?
Did she cast it through her spell book?
No, she uses her hands for it.
Okay.
I need you all to make a Constitution saving throw as a cone of cold comes blasting out at you. Starting with Ven, what's your save?
Yeah, I can hear you. You're muted now.
Why can nobody else hear me?
Oh, there we go. I can
There we
hear
go.
you.
Ah, now I can hear you.
What the hell? Okay, I said I was going to counterspell
Oh, okay.
like 4 times.
Will, why didn't you say anything?
Sorry.
Okay. So you are going to attempt to counterspell. What level are you casting counterspell at?
Third.
Third
So
level?
If it's
You
less than third
can-
level.
Yeah, you
Or
can
I
make a
have to roll.
spell casting ability check, please.
Oh, it's only a 13.
A 13, unfortunately,
DC
does not.
equals 10 plus the spell's level.
That does not counter Cone of Cold, unfortunately.
Shit.
So Constitution saving throws abound. Galinden, what'd you get?
Now we can't hear him.
No.
No, we can't hear him. What is going on, Discord? Runa, what's your... there we go. He typed it. Runa, what's your save?
I have a 19.
Ooh. Morthos?
7.
7. Jesus. And
Can I
Van?
hellish rebuke though?
17 as well.
17 as well. Okay, so everyone but Morthos is going to take half here. Morthos, you are taking 32 points of cold damage, my friend. Ven, Runa, and Galinden, you guys all take 16.
I'm literally down to 1.
What? Soraya got a 17.
Oh, yes, because Soraya does take that damage as well. So she will take 16. Thank you for reminding me, Selenia. And that is Zagnira's turn.
You said 16, right?
Yes, as we come now to Morthos, what's your dex?
14.
Ha! Ambrosia is first. And she will make a multi-attack at Selenia. So this is a bite. And 2 scimitar strikes. So the bite will be first, Selenia. Ooh! That's a natural 1. The scimitar. Ooh, there we go. We've got a 24 for the first scimitar.
Mm-hmm.
And a 10 for the second one. Wow.
Only one hits.
Only one hits. Okay, so you are going to take 14 points of slashing damage from Ambrosia.
Okay. All shield. That's all she tastes.
All right, as we come now to Morthos.
He's just gonna cast Mirror Image.
Okay. So 4 illusory images of Morthos now pop up. All looking exactly the same. Oh, sorry, 3 illusory duplicates. And even the rest of you do not know who the real one is. So, that's all you're doing, Morthos?
Yep, I can't do anything else on a bonus action. I mean, I don't even know what I'm gonna do, so...
Runa, you are up.
All right, then. I'm going to use my Channel Divinity Path to the Grave.
Okay.
As I say... or rather, I mark the life force of Ambrosia. And this curse starts spinning around her. And she is now vulnerable against everything. She will take double damage if she sits next by me or one of my allies. And
We dislike
So-
Ambrosia.
we dislike Ambrosia. We hate Ambrosia. Yes. And I say, guide the hands of my allies against this, your foe, Kalimvor, Lord of the City of Judgment, as the dark energy starts swirling around her. And I will also, I think I cast Healing Word, because that is over a distance, right? And it doesn't matter if I know which Morthos is the right one, right? I can just cast Healing Word on him anyways, right?
Mhm. I
Okay,
think so.
then I will cast Healing Word on, I will do it on 3rd level. And
Very
I
nice.
will give Morthos, oh, that's almost full healing. That is 16 hit points back with the Healing Word.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And is there a way that I can stand in front of him and shield him additionally against any attacks coming in?
You can attempt to do so,
Hmm.
yes.
Then I will attempt to do this.
Excellent.
By
Excellent.
Kalimvor, they will not get you.
As we move now to other Yuan-Ti off in the jungle, these ones just have a full human body with just a snake head. And the two of them pull back on their longbows and will actually fire, but they don't fire at any of you. They actually fire at one of the guards of the Thayans. It is an all-out rumble here. That is an 11, which will hit.
Who the winning team is?
And that will be a 13, which will also hit. So... 5 piercing damage, 9 poison damage, total of 14. Oh. Okay. That has been so applied, and that is their turn as we come to the other Thayan wizard, not Zagmira, but Dyrax, who is going to... Oh yes, why not? He is going to throw a little orange ball into the center of the party that then explodes in a monstrous 20-foot radius conflagration of flame. I need once again Galindin, Saraya, Runa, Morthos, and Ven to roll dexterity saving throws, please. And you will all have advantage on these saving throws, thanks to Exilium.
And there are also more redemptions coming in, so let me know what you took so I can redeem it. Because, dear viewers, if you
remove-
watch our stream, you get XP.
Remove the advantages for everyone so far, except for Sin
And
and
Selenia.
Selenia. Well, actually, Selenia, if you choose, you can use this for Saraya. Okay, so the only one that will still have a remaining advantage redeemed is Sin. So your next
All right, then.
roll will be at advantage. All right, what do we get for our saves? Starting with Van.
14.
14. Okay. Morthos?
19.
19?
Yes, 19.
Okay. Runa.
Thanks to the advantage, I first had a 2.
Me too.
Now I have a 17, so thank you very much.
17. Okay. And Galindin?
Unnatural 20.
Nice.
Sweet.
And Saraya?
She got a 10.
Ooh, at advantage?
Yeah.
Oh,
Do I have to
Okay.
roll for the mirror image too, or they all take the hit?
actually, that's a good point of order.
Good question.
I don't remember.
Because isn't it like if they take any damage, they
They're
disappear?
gone. Yeah.
So they would fail no matter
I wanna
what,
see.
because they still take half damage.
So spell. Yeah, targets you with an attack. This is a spell causing you to take a saving throw. So I would say that they are not gone, but all look equally as charred.
Okay.
That's how I'm ruling it. Okay, so damages, which, by the way, everyone except for Saraya saved. So congratulations. Ooh, really congratulations. Ooh.
Bye-bye. I think.
30 points to Saraya, 15 for the rest of you.
She poofed.
And Saraya is gone. As the Thayan wizards continue to bombard.
They need to fucking die. Like now.
As we come now to a few other Yuan-Ti. These Yuan-Ti specifically have a human head and body with snakes for arms. And
Oh, so gross.
these ones are going to also move in onto the kind of Thayan thugs. And I am going to use my DM advantage for the strike here. What's up?
I wanted to say that I did Constitution saving throws for the calm emotion effect because it's a concentration spam. So I did concentration and I rolled a 17 and an 18. So I think I should be good, right?
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. Thank you for reminding me. Concentration checks, the bane of every DM. Okay, so first attack here, which is going to be a bite, which is even creepier. Somebody using their arms to bite you, is going to be on one of the thugs at advantage, and that is a natural 20 on the thug. And then the other one, which will not be at advantage, wow, is a 23. Don't let those guys attack you guys. Apparently they are for blood today. As we come now to the damage. Sorry, I have a lot of things in front of me. 10 points of piercing damage from both of those bites. And then 6 points of poison damage from the crit. With an additional 8. 24 altogether. That's disgusting. All right, they're looking pretty rough. As we come now to Ven, finally.
Fuck him up.
Okay. So I have a 30-foot radius spell. Is there any way I can get all the Thayans, but none of my party? And maybe even Ambrosia too, if I can. But again, none of my party.
You won't be able to get Ambrosia, but at this point, you can actually get all of the Thayans and the 2 Yuan-Ti with their noodly snake arms.
Good, I don't like them. Okay, then I'm going to cast Sickening Radiance on them. Everybody needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Gross. Ooh.
Does Sin?
Okay, so as I'm rolling the
Yeah.
Constitution saving throw, go ahead and describe what this looks like, because I don't think even your party members have seen you cast
No.
quite this level of spell before, Ven.
I'm flavoring it a little differently than the spell description says. It says a greenish light. It's not. It's purple. I cast like this tendril of liquid purple from my hand, and it goes straight into this group of enemies and begins to spread like toxin. And it's thick and gross, and it starts at their feet and then moves up towards their faces.
And you have Dungeon Master disadvantage because of skill. Courtney, we love you.
Thank
We're gonna
you,
talk
Courtney.
later. We're gonna talk later. What's your save DC? 16, 17?
15.
15.
I think. Well, yeah, I think so.
Okay. I just have a couple more saves to make. And now for my DM disadvantage. Oh yeah, that's a really bad fail. And 2 more. Okay. Wow, they actually did fairly well. 4 of the thugs passed. 4 of them failed. Zagmira passed. Dyrax failed.
Okay, so Sickening Radiance is a concentration spell, and if they passed, they're okay for this turn. But if it's still there their next turn, at the start of their next turn, they have to do it again. So everyone who failed is going to take 26 radiant damage and suffer 1 level of exhaustion,
Wow.
which means they have disadvantage on ability checks.
Hmm?
Also, I'm going to
How
turn
much was
to
that again? Sorry?
26.
26. Thank you. Go ahead.
I'm going to turn to Ambrosia, and I'm going to summon my Umbral or my Shadow Hound on her, like literally right next to her. And instead of it looking the way you guys normally have seen it, with like a wolf with like kind of feathered and shadowy, it instead looks like a tiger made out of the same material, and you can see like stripes in it, and it's kind of in honor of Azaka.
What color are the stripes?
Well, the whole thing is like black, so the stripes are kind of like a gray.
Okay, as long as it, like the stripes, definitely you could still see it because I think that'd look badass.
And I rolled initiative for the hound, and it is 5 plus 7.
7 initiative for the hound?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. And that's your turn?
Yep.
What is the hound's dexterity?
Plus 2. It's 15.
The hound will go first. So go ahead for the hound right now.
Okay. Since since Selenia is right there, he's gonna have advantage on attacks.
Okay.
And it is going to bite her. Alright, it's going to take 10 damage. If the target is a creature, it must succeed on a DC 13 strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw. This will be at disadvantage. Thanks to another DM disadvantage from Skrull.
Actually, and it's going to take double damage, too.
I may have to take a picture of this. I rolled a natural 20 and a natural 1.
Haha!
Okay, so she's knocked prone, and like I said, she's going to take 10, but that's times 2 because of the curse thing. So 20 piercing damage.
Yay!
And it's magical piercing damage.
Okay. She is still looking quite all right. However, by the way, you did in fact kill one of the thugs with your sickening radiance.
Good.
Just so you're aware.
I'm happy.
I figured you would be. All right, as we come now to the very close to Ambrosia looking Yuan-Ti that Sin is on.
Sorry. Can I also step away from the group a little bit?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, yeah, I want to do that.
How far do you want to go?
Can I go like 10 feet away from them and not get too close to another enemy?
Well, you could just go backwards. None of them are behind you.
Good, I want to do that then.
Sure.
Yeah, I want to go about 10, 15 feet back.
Sounds good. Sin, this Yuan-Ti in front of you is going to attempt to strike at you. It is going to make a scimitar bite attack. Okay, as we come now to the attacks. 17, Sin, 18, and 9.
17, 18 hit.
Okay, just the scimitar strikes. $13 points of damage, Sin. All slashing.
Okay,
so if you're raging, it's halved. So just take 6.
Yep.
All right, that is them. As we come now to the Thayan thugs.
Constitution saving throws.
Ah.
And any of them... Oh, yeah, never mind. Yeah.
Okay, this is going to take a bit. 15. That's a fail. That's a pass. That is a pass. Fail. Pass. Fail. Pass. Well, okay. Roll me some damage.
22.
22 points.
And they take another level of exhaustion, so now their speed is halved.
Except for the ones that passed, correct?
Yes.
Okay, 2 more of the thugs go down. It's at this point that the rest of their turn engages, and they are going to book it out of this sickness as best
Their
as they
speed-
possibly can. These are all the ones that passed, so their speed is not half,
Okay.
correct?
Okay, yeah. Yeah, but it's a 30-foot circle or 30-foot radius, so they might make it out.
Probably not, because they only all have a movement of 30, so they will be just on the cusp of this. However, just on the cusp of this are those two Yuan-Ti with the longbows, and so the thugs, in a last-ditch effort to serve their masters wisely, are going to attempt to strike at those two Yuan-Ti. So one is going to be facing 2 attacks, the other is going to be facing 3 attacks. I'll try and get through these as quickly as possible for you guys. They do all have pack tactics. Team hits. That will hit. That will definitely hit. That will hit. And that will hit. Wow, the Yuan-Ti are taking some damage this round. One takes 15, one takes 10. As we come now to the top of the round for concentration checks, go ahead and count that down now as the top of the round. And Galinden, you are up. And you will have advantage.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot the one I shot last turn.
Okay.
How's she looking or he looking? She looking.
She, Zagmira. Wounded.
Unnatural 20 to hit.
A natural 20 does indeed hit.
Unnatural, sorry.
Oh, unnatural. Well, either way, it hits.
And since it hit, I'm gonna use Shadow Arrow. You have to make a Wisdom
Ooh.
save.
Okay. What does your shadow arrow look like while I make the save?
As it flies through the air, it looks like it grabs something from the Shadowfell and twists it, and it turns the arrow ever faster. And as it hits, the shadow will, if you fail, will engulf the entirety of my enemy, and they won't be able to see with more than 5 feet.
Oh. It does indeed engulf Zagmira as Zagmira crit failed her save.
So until the start of my next turn, she can't see more than 5 feet.
Okay. That. Not good. Not good. And is that your turn there, Galinden?
No, that's just my first shot.
Okay.
So for 21 damage plus the 2d6 psychic of 7. So 28 total.
28 total damage.
Yeah.
You hear her cry out in severe pain.
Okay, I'm going to take my extra attack and shoot her again.
Okay.
For let's math this. 16.
16 hits.
Minimum damage of 18.
Okay, you watch as the arrow kind of slips into this shadow, shrouding the figure. And then Zagmira, with an arrow directly through her forehead, sinks to the ground.
Okay, I'd
Thank
like to
God.
action surge and hit the other Thayan who did cast the fireball.
Okay.
An unnatural 20 and a 19 to hit that one.
Both hit.
Split over the 2 attacks is 42 damage.
Oh. He is critically injured, clutching an arrow, probably piercing his heart.
Okay, I'll use an a bonus action to use second wind, and I regain max for 17. I have I regain 17 hit points,
Nice.
and that's my turn.
Perfect. Selenia, you're up.
Okay. What do I? So she's prone now, right?
Who?
Ambrosia.
Ambrosia. She is.
Yes.
So do I have advantage?
Yes.
One advantage, or is it advantage twice with extra attack?
It's advantage twice because she's prone.
Sweet. Okay.
Is that a thing? I didn't think that was a thing.
Okay. Depending on
If you're attacking, what do you mean? Is that a thing?
Double advantage.
Well, it's not double advantage. It's just each strike has advantage because she's making a melee attack on a prone target.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That one's a 17. 17 hit?
17 hits Ambrosia.
Okay. I didn't feel like adding the extra stuff. That's a natural 20 on the second hit.
Ooh.
Okay, so 2.
Oh, wow. That's actually really interesting. Okay.
Oh, and it's double damage because she's cursed.
Yes, it is. So now that you have both of your attacks, the first attack will be roll the dice, do all the math, double it. The second attack will be roll double the damage dice, do the math, then double that total.
Okay. Give me a second here.
Selenia is about to smite a bitch.
Where's my pencil?
Someone hands the paladin a calculator.
I have a calculator. Give me a second.
When you're playing a tank character and all of a sudden you realize, oh my god, I'm DPS for a round.
I mean, she's a paladin. They're doing both very, very well.
Both very, very
Yes, they
well.
get everything.
Especially Selenia.
Now I'm the tank. Now I'm DPS. And now I'm the healer.
Okay,
See,
now-
sleeping in helps, doesn't it, Selenia? You slept in that other day and caught up to the party, and now you at the top of your game.
Okay.
So for the first attack, what damage are you doing?
The first attack is just. I'm trying to go for her heart. I'm gonna stab bitch in her heart.
Okay.
So in total damage, it is 24.
For the first attack.
Oh, the first attack? Oh, maybe I did this wrong.
Yeah, because it's
It
supposed to
should
roll
be
damage
way more than that.
and then roll damage again, and then
Well,
gonna
no, the first
double it.
attack is just roll your regular damage.
Yeah.
Double.
Add everything, like add the modifiers and everything, and then double it.
Oh,
that's
double it.
24.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
said it was 17 before, so it should be what 44?
No, I got it.
Math. No. 34.
I didn't double it. That's
30.
why it was smaller. So it's 48.
48.
24 total was
With the
for
crit?
both attacks.
Is that for the first attack?
Yeah.
Do them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay.
So it's
So
48,
48 for
the
one
first.
attack.
Yeah.
Let's discuss.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Now do your second attack. This you're going to roll double the damage dice for, and
Okay.
then double that total.
150.
Roll again. Okay, so you add that, double it.
Yeah, as long as you roll double the damage dice.
Roll double dice and then double that.
Yes.
Okay. 16.
So 16 was the 16 is your base, and now you have to double it.
Yeah.
So 32 additional points of damage.
Yep.
that total round, you dealt 80 points of damage.
Heck yeah.
Well,
it'll-
Tahina helped a lot with that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then Selenia is going to be like, I am Selenia, Paladin of Monitor, and today will be your last day on this plane.
Okay.
And then she's going to, like, after she does her last strike, she's going to pull it out and then do, like, a spiral with her spear and cast. Oh, that's an action. She's going to use a spell then. Searing Smite as a bonus action.
My wolf's not gonna get to kill her.
And then that's my turn.
Okay, hold on. Searing Smite.
I can't use it till my next turn.
Mm.
But I can activate it now. Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, it's amazing.
Okay,
It's a concentration
so-
spell.
grinding this spear into Ambrosia's chest where you imagine her heart to be, you thrust it in with this monstrous strength almost. And for those that can see Selenia's spear and know what it looks like, which you can do just by looking at her picture, you drive it deep enough, Selenia, to actually get it to the point where that like sun below the blade is digging into her skin as well. You see the entire spear kind of gets covered in her Icarus blood as you pull it out, telling her who you are. And with a flourish, you watch as radiant energy goes up and down the haft of the blade, all the way up to the tip of the spear, and it just kind of burns off the blood, leaving a gleaming spear once again poised and ready to strike. As we come now to Sin.
She's still alive, right?
The Yonti in front of you or Ambrosia? Ambrosia is still alive, and so is the Yonti in front of you.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Yep, no worries.
I just want to say I cast it at second level.
Okay.
All right, so
Lenia
I'm
is
gonna.
not fucking around.
24 to hit with one attack on the UNT.
Yeah, absolutely. Did you roll that at advantage? Because we got to
No,
use up a bunch.
I'm saving my advantage.
Okay. Gifted by the viewers. It's your choice when to use it.
16 points of damage.
16 points of damage.
Yep.
You lop off an arm,
Still
and
alive.
the figure is still alive, however armless. Critically
okay.
injured.
$14.
To hit?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
She gonna die.
23 points of damage.
23 points of damage. Okay, so the first strike you brought down quickly over top of your head, and the figure just managed to try and get out of the way, tried to bring up a blade to perhaps parry, but your axe cleaved right through her shoulder blade, reducing the arm to nothing but a limp piece of flesh on the ground, and then grinning, watching your enemy die in front of you. You just bring your axe back in this wide arc that comes swinging in at the neck, severing any thought that this Yuan-Ti might have of moving anywhere else, as headless, the snake strange body kind of wriggles and twists and then lays still.
And because of that, I get to attack again.
Yes, you do.
So Sin's going to turn around, and Ambrosia's still kneeling, right?
Yes, Ambrosia is still technically prone.
So I'm going to walk up to her and use Great Weapon Master with advantage.
Okay.
And I'm going to basically is she, so she's kneeling towards Selenia, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to strike my axe right in the middle of her spine.
Okay.
19.
19 does indeed hit. Remember to roll your damage and then double it. Thanks to Runa's Mark of the Grave.
Oh, wait, that is gone. It's for one hit.
Oh, is it gone? Oh, it's for one hit. Okay. So don't double the damage. Thank you.
Uh, 15 points of damage.
15 points of damage. Your axe sinks deep, but maybe just a little bit off the spine so as not to cause instant death, but you've probably definitely broken some ribs, and Ambrosia is looking rough.
When Sin does that, he bends in down with the axe still in her and says, "I'm not a fucking dog," and brings it back out.
Okay. Okay. I see. We're angry. All right. I understand. It's okay. We'll get through this, team. As we come to Ambrosia, who is going to stand up, turn around, and say to you, Sin, "Yes, you are. You are a frightened little dog, and you are going to run, just like you did last time." And she is going to point at you, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, my friend.
You still have one advantage.
Yes,
If
you
it is
do.
a fear effect, he's still under calm emotions and can't be frightened.
Go ahead and roll for me.
13.
13.
Did you roll with advantage?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
For a split second, Sin, you see the image of your tribe once again before you, disappointed, throwing you out. But then, all of a sudden, that image, that feeling of being frightened is blown away as somehow poking through there is a degree of radiance to Runa that bolsters you, that calms you. And you just smile at Ambrosia, and for the first time since knowing Ambrosia, you see true, absolute fear in her eyes. As we come to Morthos.
Okay. I'm still scared of the Thayan, so I'm gonna. How many? We still have a lot of advantage left, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and use 2 for Eldritch Blast, since I can cast 2 beams.
Okay, and you're doing this at Dyrax, the other Thayan wizard?
Yes.
Excellent.
Alright, so the first one is 18 to hit, and the second one is 15 to hit. Go roll damage.
Both will hit.
$16 total force damage.
16 total force damage. Okay, so the first Eldritch Blast catches Dyrax right into the chest. And you see as it kind of doubles him over, and then the second Eldritch Blast kind of comes down and catches him right on the chin, and you see his neck snap back in this horrible whiplash that snaps his neck, and his limp body falls onto the ground dead. 2 Thayan wizards down. As we come now to Runa. So just to give you an idea of what's happening, looking around and all chaos and everything else, you are still very much in the center with Morthos and Galindin and what was once Soraya there too. Ven is no longer with you, but you did just see her kind of retreat behind you, so you take comfort in that. You are standing directly in front of Morthos. You just saw him pop out behind you and pew a Thayan wizard to death. Over to the left of you, Selenia and Sin seem to be making snake sushi out of Ambrosia. A little bit ahead of you and kind of off to your right, you can see the Thayan thugs have kind of retreated.
Okay.
There are 2 Yuan Ti closest to you. They have the noodly snake arms, and they are turning towards you, intent on attacking you as their next target. The Thayan thugs are engaging with snake-headed Yuan Ti in kind of the back, milling about. You don't think that they're any concern at the moment.
All right then. Trouble is, I don't have anything that does damage to several targets. So I think I'm going to step, or keep standing in front of Mothos, and I touch his shoulder, and I will cast Cure Wounds on him because he looks really, really bad, right? So I will heal him for 18 points with a 2nd level Cure Wounds. And I'm going to use... I think I'm going to... I will grasp my holy symbol, and as a bonus action, I will summon Fatal Touch, the spiritual weapon of Kalimdor. And I will whack one of those UNT with their noodly arms. Right in the face. So a 23 should hit, I think.
23 would hit. All I
And
picture when I
that's-
say it is just the wacky armed inflatable tube guys, but shaped like UNT.
I also like to imagine, like, every time Runa heals Morthos, it's like, knock, knock, knock it on heaven's door. Wow.
Oh, yes. I
Go
leave
ahead,
my
roll
hand
your
right here. Is that
damage.
okay? So yeah, and I'm dealing 13 radiant damage to the one I
13
just hit with the bastard
damage.
sword.
All right, Noodly Arm takes 13 radiant damage. What is that? As we come now to the Yuan Ti in the back fighting the thugs.
They're not in my circle, are they?
They're on the outside edge of that circle. However, one will you watch as it shifts and seemingly disappears. And the other kind of stands and pulls out blades and is going to just make 2 attacks with the scimitars at 2 of the more injured thugs. That's not even going to hit. That one will, though. And that is going to be... Whew, max damage. And you watch as that Yuan Ti actually slices and dices one of the Thayan thugs. There are only 4 of those left. As we come now to... Oh, he's dead. So we'll come to the Noodly Arms, which are both
In my
first
circle.
going to make a Constitution saving throw.
Mhm.
Ooh, one got a 6, one got a natural 20.
Okay, so one fails.
Mhm.
I put all my dice away. Hold on. Oh,
Why
nope,
would
they're
you-
right in front of me.
Why would you do that?
23 radiant damage, and if they failed previously, they get another level of exhaustion.
Okay.
Whether or not they failed, they still get a level of exhaustion.
Yeah, one is definitely hurt. The other seems to have been actually doing rather well against this spell.
Lucky bastard.
Hey, I gotta hold on to something.
I meant the guy, not you in particular.
Well, I mean, still. Okay, it is still their turn. So they are actually going to come. Well, the one won't make it, but the other one will run out of the circle using a dash to do so. Actually, the other one, 60. No, because it's difficult terrain, half movement. So he would still be in the. Poor guy. The other one will dash up and be in front of you, Runa. However, cannot make an attack because he had to take the dash action just to get out of that radiant sickness, which I really do not like.
I do.
I know, it's gross. As we come to your turn, Ven.
Okay. I'm going to cast Chaos Bolt. I'm going to twin it at Noodle Arms.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll 2 attack. Do I have any advantage?
You can use them. There are
Okay.
3 left still to
I'm
be
gonna-
used by the party.
I'm gonna use 1. Okay, I got a 21 and a 20.
Both will hit Noodly Arms.
$25 on 1.
Okay.
And it didn't bounce.
Okay.
And then a 16 on the other. And it's acid damage. Is that okay?
Yeah, no, you're still good.
And then next up it's my wolf, right?
Yes. Your Noodle
Okay.
Arms looks very rough, by the way. And your
Okay.
wolf is on Ambrosia, who is standing up.
Well, not for long. Oh fuck. 11.
11 does not hit Ambrosia.
Damn it.
We
Okay.
still have
Oh, wait, no,
advantages left.
It has advantage anyway because Daniel.
Yes,
and-
it would have pack
Oh,
tactics.
Well, it doesn't matter. It still rolled like poop. So
Oh, no. I'm so sad for you. Not.
can I move the wolf?
Yeah, absolutely. The
like,
wolf can move.
I want to put it. Hold on, let me roll back.
It's a
down here.
tiger.
Yes, it's a tiger now.
Ah, yes.
Okay. I want to put it kind of. Can I put it like right between Sin and Ambrosia?
Sure.
Okay, that's what I want to do. I kind of want to make it like a shield for Sin.
Okay.
Oh, why, thank you.
The 4 Thayan thugs are going to first roll Constitution saving throws because they are still within the bubble.
Say that 3 times fast.
The 4 Thayan thugs. Oh, and they all fail.
All right, here we go.
He's getting their asses kicked.
That's 30 radiant damage, and then also another level of exhaustion.
They all immediately double over and die.
How
Like,
many kills is that for me?
That is
from the radiant
beautiful.
sickness, you literally, I'm pretty sure Ven alone dropped just about every single one of the Thayan thugs. Oh, your cleric's gone. You're all gonna die now.
No.
Okay, so Jesus, that doesn't leave very much. So the thugs would have had a turn, but they died instead. Galindon, you're up.
Okay, the one I was shooting last turn still up, right? Looking a little.
No.
No,
Morthos
dead.
killed him.
Yeah, Morthos killed him.
Morthos Eldritch blasted him to death. So you have really only 5 targets left. You have Ambrosia. You have the 2 snake-headed Yuan-Ti kind of a little bit further back from the party. You have the 1 Noodle Arms Yuan-Ti still in the Radiant Sickness. And you have the other Noodle Arms Yuan-Ti like right in front of Runa.
Okay, I'm going to shoot Ambrosia.
Okay,
with a Dragon Tooth arrow.
excellent.
Natural 20.
Ooh, very nice.
27 points of magical piercing damage.
Okay. And actually, excuse me, point of order. One of the snake-headed Yuan-Ti you can't see anymore.
Right. How's Ambrosia looking after that?
Quite rough. She's definitely been bloodied for quite a while. Not quite critically injured yet. She still has some fight left in her.
Okay, I'm going to take my extra attack and shoot her again.
Okay.
16.
16 will hit Ambrosia.
Yeah, I'm going to use Enfeebling Shot on her. She got to
Okay.
make a con save.
Constitution save of 11. I guarantee you that does not pass.
Yeah, she fails. So, until the start of my next turn, her weapon damage is halved. Until the end of my next turn, sorry.
Wow. Okay.
17 magical piercing and 6 necrotic damage.
Okay. The arrow strikes her heart. And you see it poke out the back end. And she kind of looks at you, Selenia. And you watch as her sickly green eyes kind of begin to cloud over with black eking in from the sides. And she just goes, no. And she falls over in a slumped mess.
As
And-
she falls and dies, my tiger poofs into smoke.
Okay.
I also move 30 feet back away from the...
Okay, a little bit back beyond even Ven now, so Ven is just about 10 feet in front of you.
Okay.
Now, Galinden. And that's your turn. As we come now to Selenia, Ambrosia has just died before your very eyes.
Okay. And then
If you were to
There-
turn around, the closest thing to you that you can attack is a noodly snake-armed Yuan-Ti on Runa.
okay.
They're the ones the other Yuan-Ti just don't like having around. Hi, guys! Hey!
And that's another turn for the concentration spell cast on us, right? So we got 8 turns left.
I need to attack something.
Yeah, I think so.
I ain't gonna waste this searing smite. I'm gonna attack that noodly arm.
Noodle
Yuan-Ti.
arms? Okay.
Yeah.
I
Fuck.
believe there is still an advantage you can use.
I'm gonna use it.
'Kay.
Let me check.
So I believe we've burnt through all the advantages now. Jesus Christ.
Does a 15 hit?
A 15 does indeed hit Noodly Arm.
Okay, that's one of my attacks. I use my advantage for my second one, which didn't do any better. A 12.
12 hits.
Oh, damn. Okay. Okay, damage. And I'm gonna do radiant. Okay. It's piercing damage is 12 plus radiant, which is another d6 or 2d6. 4. So 16 total.
16 total points of damage.
And then he has to make a constitution saving throw.
He doesn't until the start of his turn.
Right.
But
Right.
yes, he will. Okay, so that's Selenia. Dead. Sin.
Sin's gonna run over to the one of the still UNTs.
Yeah, so there's a noodly arm on Runa, looking real rough. There's a noodly arm in the middle of the edge of the gas heading towards Runa. So you could actually stand at the edge of the gas that Ven's put up and smack him if you wish. There is one snake-headed Yuan-Ti at the other side of that spell. So about 30 feet away from anybody, really. And then the other one, you're not really sure where it is.
So he's gonna run over the one that is at Runa. He's going, mine.
By all means, you can't have him. After you.
That is a unnatural 20 and a 11 to hit. Or I'm sorry, 12.
12 will hit, as well as the unnatural 20.
I mean, and he's flailing his axe. He's just like, mine.
Mm-hmm.
Between noodle arms and him just waving his axe around, I feel like I'm on a dance floor.
Some martial masters would say that fighting is indeed a dance.
$34 points of damage on him.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so you guys watch this rage-filled, muscular individual swinging an axe around like a child's beanie hat. And both Runa and Selenia, you guys catch eyes for just a split instinct, and you guys both just duck as Sin just comes in with this sweeping mine and just smacks this Yuan-Ti, cleaving almost through the entire hip bone, getting to about midway through the one pelvic bone and almost into the second. And then you have to kind of step on the Yuan-Ti to pull your axe out with this sickening crunch and spray of reptilian blood and bone.
Is he still alive after that?
Oh no.
If he's not alive.
There's no one else around.
Yes, but you have used most of your movement.
Darn.
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah,
still
wouldn't get
raging?
there.
Yeah, so Runa needs to make a
Make some
save or
dex
whatever.
save.
That's true. Runa,
And
Selenia,
Selenia.
and Morthos
Yeah.
need to make a dex save.
Yeah, that's a nat one.
Oh no!
That's a 19.
So one.
Everybody takes
14.
one or two. One of the two.
One or two. Oh, yeah.
So what's your DC?
14.
I think everybody except for Runa then passed. So Selenia, Morthos, you guys take one. Runa, you take two.
Mhm.
All right. Excellent. Ooh, good. Okay, you guys watch as all of a sudden springing into existence, kind of polymorphing back into his regular shape, is the snake-headed Yuan-Ti. And he reaches down and he seems to ruffle through Ambrosia's pack really quickly and pull something out. And then moves 30 feet away from the entire combat, heading north.
Glendon.
Oh, really?
Stop him! Stop him!
The other one, at this point, is going to try and make its way around the spell effect. It can see this kind of gross gas and just watched it choke 8 people to death. So it is not going to enter. So it will not get to a target. It's about 10 to 15 feet on the angle away from you guys still, but is headed your way to kind of distract you. The other noodly armed Yuan-Ti is going to make a Constitution saving throw as he steps out of the gas, which he fails again.
Sorry, that's a lot of big numbers. 16, 17, 21, 26,
Okay.
and another level of exhaustion.
Okay. He will do nothing except for get out of this gas and is
What
looking
level? What level of
disgusting.
exhaustion is he looking at?
Oh god.
So hit point maximum halved.
All right.
So there's
There
no
are
one in my circle anymore.
No, there's no one in your circle.
Okay.
There are 3 targets left in play. As we come now to... That was Noodle Arms. Ven, you're up.
Okay. Well, I was gonna do one thing, but I'm gonna do another. So I'm gonna drop concentration on that spell,
Okay, it just...
and I'm gonna summon a 3rd level Shadow Blade. So it's gonna do 3d8 psychic damage. No, never mind. I'm gonna do Magic Missile on that person that's running away. That just
Okay, at what
looted.
level?
3rd level. So it's
Should be
5d4.
5d4, yeah?
Yeah. That's 17 damage.
Okay. Sounds good.
And that's the end of my turn.
That's the end of your turn. Your tiger is no longer out. Galinden, you're back at the top of the round. Tick
Okay, so
down
the
your
one-
concentration spells, everyone.
The one that's running away is how far from me, roughly?
At this point, probably about 25, 30 feet away. Hasn't had a chance to kind of do really any... Well, yeah, it did some movement. But it also used some... Yeah, 25, 30 feet.
I'm going to move 35 feet ahead of it, and as I'm running towards it, I'm going to take my 2 shots.
Okay.
That one running. 17 and 14 to hit.
17 and 14 to hit will both hit.
36 points of damage split through the 2 attacks.
Wow. You grievously wound this individual, so much so that his movement is halved as you sever what you imagine to be a fairly important artery in the leg.
Perfect, exactly what I was going for. That's all I can do. That's my turn.
Okay, Selenia, you're up. So you have 1 Noodle Arms kind of in front of you. You can move to very easily. You have another snake head that you could use almost your full movement to get to and attack if you so wish.
And that's the one that just took something from
No.
Ambrosius. No? Well,
No, the one
he
that
could-
just took something was running away.
But couldn't he still get to it? Or she still get to it?
No, because Selenia had moved over to assault the 1 Noodle Arms that was on
Oh.
Runa. And so now there's the other Noodle Arms there that's the closest. The dude that was way in the back and is now skirting what was your spell. And then the other guy running away.
Can the spear be thrown then?
Oh yeah, spears can be thrown.
There you go.
Would you say he's 60 feet away from me?
From you? The guy
Yeah.
running with the thing?
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Further than that?
Less than.
Less than. Okay, that's better.
Throw it.
That's not what I'm gonna do though.
But
Let me
it's
use-
grievously wounded.
The metagaming pigeon strikes again.
I know, but I don't have a good dexterity, guys.
Metagaming pigeon again.
I got a 0. I am going to cast Command, 2nd level.
Okay.
And
On the guy running away?
running away. And the other one that's like a little bit further away too.
Can you command them to die?
No.
No, I can't.
Damn.
I wish I could. I command
Okay,
them to
what do
come
you-
to me.
It has to be 1 word.
Approach.
Meh.
Wow, very good.
Okay.
Meh.
That is a wisdom saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 6 for one and a 16 for the other. So the one running away immediately will stop its action of running away, and on its action, you imagine will do what it is bid. The other one doesn't seem to listen to you at all.
Okay. Okay. Do I have a bonus? Let me think. To do anything. No, I don't. That's my turn.
Okay. Sin, you're up.
So he's gonna look at the next one.
The noodly armed guy.
How close is he actually to the guy that just ran away that's approaching to see if he can snatch the...
How close
Not
is Sin?
close.
Sin's
Yeah.
probably about, I don't know, 40 feet away.
That's exactly what I need.
You're welcome.
So Sin's gonna go over there and try and retrieve what he grabbed from Ambrosia.
You're just gonna like take it from his
You're just going to try and
living
grab it
person.
from his like pouch? Because he did throw it in like a quick pouch.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab the pouch.
Interesting. Interesting. Just for the purposes of this, roll a dexterity-based attack for me.
Should have just killed him.
Well, actually, no, this would be strength because the target is no longer moving, having been stopped by Selenia's command.
Uh, 15.
15. Yeah, you definitely grab onto the pouch, rip it off of the belt.
At 40 feet away, am I able... Already ran away. Is there a way I can throw it to the nearest party member?
That would be Galinden,
Yeah, I'm gonna try and throw it to
who is
Glyndon.
like 10 feet ahead of that figure.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw it to Glyndon to get farther away from him.
Okay. Galinden, make a dex check.
I think you're muted.
Yeah, you might be.
Sorry, yeah, it was a natural one.
A natural one. Okay.
There's no
Galinden,
advantages left, right?
hands. There are no advantages left. Hands on his bows. Hands on his bow is kind of like, dude, and like quickly like puts his bow out of one hand and tries to grab it, but it just kind of flops out of his hand, and he just looks at you like, don't throw shit at somebody wielding something two-handed.
Sin says, you should have been more dexterous. What the fuck are you doing?
All right, as we come to Morthos.
Should probably ask this
Okay.
guy what the fuck it is first before killing him.
He's just going to. So there's still like a noodly arm that's really close.
Oh
So,
yeah, looking
he'll,
really, really rough.
yeah, he'll just both beams of Eldritch Blast onto it.
And this poor creature's suffering.
Well, I rolled really poorly on both rolls. That's a 10 and a 12.
12 will hit, my friend.
Oh, okay, cool.
10 does not.
That's 12 points of force damage.
Yeah, you definitely do end this
Yeah!
creature's. All right. As we come now to Runa's turn.
So the only one still standing is the one that,
There are two still standing.
and that is the one that ran away. That Sin stole the thing from,
Yeah,
right?
there's one being
And-
cornered by Sin and Galinden, which you're kind of like, don't bother with him.
Okay.
The other guy, though, is seemingly going to still advance and try to attack. This is just one of the snake-headed individuals.
Okay. And
And
he has
you
not
could
been hurt
probably-
before?
He has been hurt, but he's looking okay.
All right then. I'm going to first move Fatal Touch over, and I
Mhm.
make a spell attack with the spiritual weapon.
Absolutely.
That is a natural 20.
Ooh.
Very nice. So that's 8 and 6. 19 points of radiant damage with Fatal Touch.
Okay.
And I would like him very much to make a wisdom saving throw. As you can hear Runa smash her gauntleted fist against her shield. and it rings out in this clear bell-like tone over the battlefield.
Okay.
As I
That was-
cast Toll of the Death.
That was trippy as hell, by the way.
Wait,
Trippy as
yeah.
hell.
Like, did you like? Oh my goodness!
I got out the Sansula for this.
Like I legit like looked up to see if like my computer was giving me a notification.
So did I. I was like, what notification was that?
It's the only bell-like thing I had in reach.
I don't know,
Okay.
somebody's doorbell.
Rolled a
It's a
wisdom
crystal
saving throw
bell.
of 15.
15 is not enough. My spell save
Oh.
DC is 16. So I deal D12 damage. And it's 11 points of necrotic damage.
Ouch. This guy's dropping real fast.
Mhm. And I think I stay. I keep on standing in front of Morthos, looking menacing as I smashed the gauntlet against the shield and this bell-like sound. Yeah.
Okay, the snakehead will advance on you, Runa. The other snakehead is going to advance on you, Galinden. So, Galinden, you are facing 2 strikes with a scimitar, 15 and 11.
Both miss.
And Runa, your 2 strikes. Oh my god. Oh my god. 12 and 9.
I just smash his fist away with my shield and I say, "You should run."
Okay, and he is directly up on you now, just so you are aware. He did use his movement to do so. As we come to Ven. So, Ven, you've got the one kind of off at the angle. Galinden and Sin are kind of on him. He seems to have just advanced and made feeble attempts at attacking Galinden, who just nimbly dodged out of the way. And then another one
Sure.
kind of looking a little bit better, being repelled by Runa's shield. And yes, your question, Selenia.
The one that's with Glendon and Sin. Is that the one I used to command on?
Oh, yes. Yes, so he would not have attacked. Instead, he would
came to
have
me.
walked towards Selenia. You are right. Absolutely, you are right.
Does
So
that
good.
command
Good.
end if someone attacks him though? Didn't Sin attack him after the command was given?
No, he just took
I
something off.
stole
him.
the bag.
Yeah, he
Oh,
stole the
right.
bag, which technically
Right.
didn't count as an attack. So yes,
Nope.
walked up to Selenia. So it's a good thing I missed you, Glenn.
And then its turn ends within 5 feet of me.
Yeah, and it does. So Ven, you're up.
Okay. How are they looking? They're both looking pretty okay, right?
No, the one next to Selenia is looking beat to shit, and the one in front of Runa looks desperate.
Okay. I'm gonna cast magic missile again, and I'm just
Okay.
gonna hit. I'm just gonna hit the one in front of Runa because I don't want to break the command.
Yeah, sounds good.
19 damage.
18 damage. This one looks beat to shit now as well. As we come to the top of the round with Galinden.
I'm gonna shoot the one in front of Runa.
Okay,
12.
12 hits.
$23 damage.
Goes down.
I don't know what to do about the last one. Were we keeping this one alive or were we killing them?
He shouts very quickly.
I mean, I'm fine with killing him.
That's all I needed. I shoot it.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Hey, roll your
She's a
damage.
vampire. She's evil. But she says, "I'm fine with him being dead. Let's kill everyone."
29.
29. This one as well dies. And as it gives out its last breath, the nocturnal sounds of the jungle come back as it's getting into definitely late evening at this point. You guys have had kind of a full day already. You're all just kind of...
Morthos falls on his ass, just breathing heavily.
I go pick up the pouch.
Okay, make an investigation check.
I want to
Tell
search
me it's a
the
cube. Please tell me it's a cube.
Search who?
the two wizards.
Okay.
I
Make
think
an
they're wizards.
investigation check.
I got an 8.
Should I do 2 or just 1? Because I'm searching both bodies.
Go 2.
Okay.
Galinden begins to pick up his arrows around.
Oh, I lost the dice.
Then you do find the pouch. Takes you a little bit longer than you kind of expect. It's one of those scenarios where you're searching, and then you're like, oh, what the fuck? You kind of pick it up. And you untie it, and you upend it. And here is another cube.
I got a 18 and a 12.
18 and a 12. You search on them, and you actually find 3 healing potions.
Ooh.
Basic healing potions. 2d4 plus 2. All 3 of those graciously gifted by the audience, by the way.
Thank you.
You.
And
Thank
you
you.
also find, split between the two of them, one has 2, one has 3. Zagmira is the one that had 3. You find 5 other cubes.
Nice. Can I pick up the spell book? of
Have
both
you
of them?
full set now?
Sure. And yes,
Thanks.
you have.
Aha.
5 puzzle pieces found.
I am totally enthusiastic and I hug Ven and Mortos. We have a full set! Oh my god. By Cannonball, I can't believe it!
Not too tight.
Ven's eyes go wide, like, oh god.
So now, with all of the cubes in your hand, you all kind of take a breath and realize that the time has come. Time to face your last trial here in Chult.
Let's bury the bodies so they don't get up. And I would like to kick viciously Ambrosia's body. And I say, I hope you stick in the craw of the arthropod.
Don't you mean burning them?
Yes. That's what I meant.
As you begin to pile the bodies, as you pile Ambrosia's body on, you notice that her kind of cloth robes that she did wear kind of open up, and underneath, one of you notices something wooden.
I'll grab it.
You pull it out, and all of a sudden you're like, huh, look what I found. And it's Azaka's wooden mask,
The tiger mask.
the tiger mask.
Oh, man.
I hate her.
Her soul is one of the few that I don't begrudge to Soulmonger. May she be annihilated. That is not very charitable of me, I know. I need to pray. I think. This place
And-
gets me as twisted inside as it is on the outside.
And using the light of the fire to warm yourselves, the
The
acrid
burning
smell of
body
burning
fire?
flesh somehow doesn't bother you as much, because you're all now determined. You're now set. No more obstacles stand in your way. No more trudging through the jungle for months on end. No more dealing with these puzzle cubes and always another obstacle before we can get there. Just one more night. And then it all comes to an end. And one by one, you do eventually find yourselves off to rest. And while resting and taking your long rest, 2 things will happen. One, we're going to go to break and do a little bathroom break. But the other and very exciting thing is you all level up yet again.
Furious!
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding,
Da da
ding.
da 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 da.
I need a beer.
All right, so folks, those that are viewing and watching, stick around. We will be back with more, and maybe, just maybe, the party will get into the Tomb of Nine Gods. All right, folks, stay tuned. We'll be back. Hey everyone, welcome back to Fumbles and Fame Plays Tomb of Annihilation. We're just going to dive right back into the city of Omu. The party awakens feeling stronger, refreshed, feeling ready. Morning rituals and prayers and everything done and out of the way. What do you do?
Are we ready?
I think now is a good time
Oh
to
yeah.
head to that door.
I
Let's go
agree.
then.
Let's go to that door.
Okay, so you take your time, you pass back over the huge log that expands over the river that splits the two sides of the city. You pass by the shrine of Unk, you pass by the shrine of... Sorry, go ahead.
I would like to keep an eye out for anyone who might try to grab us off the streets or mortars or
Okay, so you
the
are...
puzzle boxes. Maybe we should split them amongst us. So if one of us gets hit, then not all of the boxes are lost, right?
Okay, I have 4 on me. So
Yeah. So let's split them up before we go there, and let's move as stealthily and quietly as we can there.
No, I had 5. So how
Okay.
many total are there?
9.
9.
So everyone should have 1, and 3 people will have 2.
That sounds like a good idea.
I'll keep hold of 2.
I'll take 1 and I'll scout ahead. I'll use Master of the Wild.
Okay, so we have 2 people scouting for surprises. You guys are not taking any chances anymore.
No.
Excellent. So just to remind you and the viewers of where you're headed, you do pass through, small things here and there in the city. Lizard makes you all kind of jump. Yeah, maybe perhaps one of you unleashes a cantrip or something, and kind of you all have to take a breath. You get towards the north end of the city, towards your destination. And again, just as a reminder, near the base of the cliffs here, a 15-foot tall obelisk of cracked stone is draped with vines and black moss. Behind it, you see a dark passageway obscured by withered creepers, which you actually have never been in. A second, smaller tunnel burrows into the base of a cliff to the east, which you have been in. That's where you found the necklace that then pulled Morthos over to an area that you almost 100% know to be perhaps the true entrance to this tomb. You do know that there seems to be some sort of clues written on the obelisk that I can go over again if you wish. You can see where you guys have cleared off the plaque that now kind of gleams brightly at you in the morning sun. Or you can head straight to the entrance.
Should we go in, or should we go check out that spot that we've never been to?
I don't know. I have this compelling voice to go check out that spot we've never been to.
Yeah.
I was
okay.
just making a statement. Wow.
But I feel like
Didn't
there's
say
this angel.
anything.
I have a feeling I could hear a pigeon.
If Talos had a voice, it'd be
Cooing.
Tolley.
Hoo-hoo.
I hear my name from that tunnel.
I don't know.
Let's check the tunnel out.
I would also like to say that I did summon Corbin this morning
Okay.
during the prayer.
Did you summon Soraya? Selenia?
No, not this time.
Okay.
So,
So,
I mean,
the
this
tunnel that you're all
tunnel-
obsessing over, what I just randomly pointed out, was the only one you haven't been in?
Mm-hmm.
but it is
Okay,
not a
there's any
tunnel that
traps.
leads into the
We go to
tomb,
the tomb.
right?
You're not sure.
We know where. We're pretty sure we know where the
You've
entrance to
seen
the tomb
one
is.
doorway with it was a doorway kind of hidden off the beaten path.
Hey,
And then
Keen,
there's
if this
this
is a
one that
door
kind
where
of
you don't
stands
need
open.
puzzle boxes and we just kicked all those UNT and tables at asses for naught because there's another door. I'm
Yeah.
going to be so mad.
There's a good chance that this other door is supposed to be like an
a hoax.
obvious entrance, and it's full of
Hmm.
traps.
Yeah,
So
that's
maybe
what
we
I'm
should
guessing.
just
No.
avoid it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, we could cast an augury and find out.
A what now?
An augury, it's like a ritual where you throw runes and they say you woe or a good omen, a bad omen, or just nothing. And I could throw the runes and I'm Runa, so I could throw the runes and find out if it's a good idea to check out that tunnel or not.
That sounds magical.
Find the path pendant.
Well, we
I
know where the
will-
path is. We know where it brought us to last time. Now we're just curious what's inside this other tunnel.
It also lasts for a day.
I'm
It would
going
once again be
to.
illegal still.
I take a knee and I place my shield on the ground with the thing that you lobe over your arm up to the sky, and I will get out this black pouch and take out rune stones made out of bone that my mother gave me because she's Alaskan and they are related to the Asgard barbarians, and they have those Norse looking like runes. And I will cast the spell as a prayer, so as a prayer, as a ritual, and it takes me 10 minutes, and I will throw the runes, and I will see what the omens say. And I will ask if it is a good idea to go into the tunnel or
The
not.
one tunnel you haven't been in?
The one that we haven't been in, yes.
Okay.
If it's
You cast augury,
Mhm.
and you begin to read and kind of translate the runes in front of you, and all signs are pointing to no,
Don't go in there.
pretty much.
The runes have spoken.
Sin says, I believe in them! We must go the other way!
Yes. Ignore the tunnel. It is just a trap.
To be fair, they would probably tell us not to go in the tomb either.
Fair point.
Everything
That's a
bodes
fair point.
woe ahead of you.
Yeah, woe ahead. So, I mean, it's a woe that we can avoid. Let's avoid woe. Let's go to the Tomb of Annihilation instead because that's better. And I will collect those runes lovingly, put them back in the pouch, seal it, and put it in my pack.
Okay.
Thinking of my mother, who's fending off the death curse.
And you head over and you pull aside the undergrowth to where you know the passage lay. You uncover an archway in the cliff face. Stone skulls peer down from the lintel, and old bones litter the threshold. You step inside, and immediately you are greeted with eerie silence. Ahead of you, a slab of worked stone blocks the overgrown tunnel, some 20 feet from the entrance. Grinning skulls mark the edges of the slab, in the center of which are 9 cube-shaped cavities arranged in 3 rows of 3.
I put 2 cubes in.
Where? And which one?
Oh god.
But you see, there were animals, right? It was like a tree or something with animals, and
Well, we
I
put
just
one in
hit them.
before, and
Yeah.
nothing
Did put one in
happened.
before and nothing happened.
Okay, I'm gonna put one in the first, like, top left.
Okay, which one?
I don't know.
We don't know what ones we have.
I guess
right
I put
now.
a random one in and tell everybody to stand back.
Don't they have
Okay.
markings?
Well, yeah,
so you
are-
can see.
Well,
and
are
you
there
guys know the shrine. So then
there
I believe you were
markings?
carrying Kubazan
Probably it's the
because
first one
each
I
is
got.
embossed with the animal it represents.
Okay, but like, is there any indication on like this?
On the stone door, no, there is none.
Have
Okay.
you holding the
How are they? Are they? Is it just a line, or is it like
So
a
picture
tree, or-
three
Three and three.
cavities,
Yeah.
like a row of 3 cavities, and then
Okay.
3 columns of that. So it's a grid of 9 holes, basically.
Should we do it in the like in the story? The story has like this, right? It's first one creature, then the other, and we could just place this in the way the story goes. When it started with the Zorbo, right? One morning, a white Zorbo emerged from her hollow and spoke to the dying Omuans.
Okay, I believe that this is another one that Ven had. This is talking of Obalaka.
Okay, I'll put that one in first.
Okay, top left.
Yes.
Okay. And then what next tile are you putting in? Middle top, I assume?
Yes. But if it's not the next one in the story, then I'm not putting it in. I'll figure out where
Which one?
Kubazan, because I have Kubazan, so I'll figure out where Kubazan is in the story and put it to the relating one.
Mm-hmm.
The next would be the Almirage, right?
The El Mirage, that's Ijin, which I believe you were also carrying.
No, because I gave a lot away. I only have 2.
You only
Let's say
have 2?
I have the
Oh, okay.
Almirage.
Yeah,
I put
Sure.
the
we split it all up.
Almirage. Then no.
Okay, so Ijin is in middle top.
I'll put one in. I don't know what one I have.
Okay, top
The
right.
Kamadan is the next one.
Yep, Kamadan.
Kamadan would be Shagambi.
I have Shigambi. I'll put it
Okay,
in.
you can put Shagambi in.
Then the next is Grung, right? The crafty Grung stole it in her rage. The Gambi, the Kamadan, forgot all about the Umuns and chased Nang Nang. Yeah, the Grung.
Let's say I'll have that one and I'll put that one in.
Okay, that would be Nang Nang.
And then I don't know the rest.
And then
Then the Iblis steps forward from the red reed hut.
so you're doing Papazotl. As
Okay.
soon as you put Papazotl in the middle, all of a sudden the tunnel erupts in lightning damage,
Ouch.
shocking all of you for 25 points of lightning damage.
Y'all need
And
to stop.
all
fucking
of the
up on that.
cubes pop out.
Gee.
Jesus.
Okay, so it's not the.
I have an idea. You guys just all should leave the tunnel though.
Okay,
Because Unk was by himself in the story, yeah? The flail snail?
that is true.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that one goes in the middle, but if I'm wrong, then I don't want you guys to get hurt. So I'll call back to you from outside the tunnel if
Okay.
it works, I guess.
Okay, so we put all the ones back up to the middle one and then leave.
You're putting the top row and the middle left back in?
Yeah, the same
of the
order.
exact same order?
Yeah.
Okay. And Galinden, you put Unk in the middle?
I just wait for everyone to leave first.
Mm-hmm.
Once they're gone, I'll take all the cubes out and put Unk in the middle.
Okay, so you take all the other cubes out and just put Unk. So
Yeah.
only Unk is in the door.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
Okay. Shit. put Obalaka top left, Ejin middle top,
Okay.
Shigambi top right,
Mm-hmm.
Nang Nang middle left,
Mm-hmm.
Papazotl middle right. I guess I don't have these, so I gotta call them back. Once I run out of
Okay, so you would run out at Nang Nang.
yeah. Okay, everything's good. You guys can come back in now.
Okay.
So you all enter back in.
Yes.
I think we
And
need
you
to go
s-
Papazotl, Kubazan, Moa, Wongo. In that order for the rest of them, starting from the middle right.
Okay.
All right, then let's do that.
Okay, you place Papazotl, and again the hallway erupts in electrical energy, dealing another 20 points of lightning damage to you all.
Ouch!
I'm gonna need you to stop hurting me.
Okay, I'm just gonna wait outside. He's
Yeah,
gonna
me
limp back
too.
over outside.
Wait, hold on. So I thought the first initial damage was 25. Did I hear that wrong?
First initial was 25. This one was 20.
Okay.
Okay, so both Morthos and Runa, you guys walk outside as the cubes pop out and people kind of groan in frustration and everything else. And you have to kind of push out of the undergrowth to actually get a place to sit down. And you sit down and then you look at that obelisk again and you look around and you're just like, this fucking place.
Unk,
And
did
I
that
would
one
like
fall out
to.
too?
Go ahead. Sorry, Galinden?
Did the Unk cube fall out as well? Like they all fell out?
Yes.
I'm gonna go
I'm-
outside.
I'm
With them.
healing Morthos for 23 points.
Okay. Selenia, you go outside as well. Again, obelisk, cliffside, a couple other tunnels.
I point to the obelisk. What does this obelisk say? Oh, I can't remember who was translated last time.
Morthos.
Yeah. I don't think I remember writing that in my notes, but I know Morthos would probably remember.
Okay, it reads, and you can go up and read it again if you want, Selenia, or anything else. It does read, "Fear the night, when the Forsaken One seizes death's mantle, and the seas dry up, and the dead rise, and I, Asarak the Eternal, reap the world of the living. Those who dare enter, take heed. The enemies oppose, one stands between them. In darkness it hides. Don the mask or be seen. Speak no truth to the doomed child, and the keys turn on the inside only."
Well, I don't know what that means.
I don't like riddles.
And she walks away.
I think that has to do with something once we get on the inside.
Pretty sure it's the puzzle cubes that turn on the inside.
Can I go back in and look to see if there's any sort of like crevice that you can get inside this like stone wall or anything like that? Or we can like another 9 like hidden away somewhere, like another 9 indents.
I see. Yeah, roll a perception check.
Not good. I got 8.
No, it's just these indentations, and you notice that there is, I mean, again, there is nothing distinctive at all about any of these 9 cavities. The only thing distinctive about them is that they are exactly the same.
Are we?
So we were good all the way up until the middle right.
Yeah. So what changes? Like, why does it change all of a sudden? Oh, they turn from the inside. Maybe we need to like go in reverse order. I don't know. Nope, that sounds dumb.
Or is it maybe from the inside out that instead of just vroom, 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 you have to like a circle, that like a spiral? middle
what I was-
out and then right.
That's what I was saying, but then the order would flip. But that just, I mean, the way we could check is by putting Papazotl in the bottom right and taking damage again.
Mm. I don't like it.
I'm gonna do it.
We need someone with a, I don't know, some form of. We need an unseen servant or something.
We have
oh
an
no,
unseen
mage
servant.
hand, right?
Damn.
It only goes like 30 feet. Would that get me out of the tunnel?
It gets you out of the lightning damage.
Then let's do that, right? Create an unseen servant, let that take the damage, and just figure out how to place those things.
I can do mage hand if it can keep me out of it. 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's good to me.
I'm gonna shove everyone out of the tunnel, get as far back as I can, and put Papazotl in the bottom right.
Okay, just to be clear, there are no other cubes in the door at this moment, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's clearly the problem guy.
Okay, so Papazotl goes bottom right. Done. Sinks
Nothing
in.
happens.
No problem. Nothing
Okay.
happens.
Then I'm gonna take the rest of the cubes that I'm assuming are still in the area up there and just kind of like put them in their places one by one. All the ones that we're sure of.
Okay, so starting top left, you're doing Obalaka.
Mm-hmm. The
As soon
order
as
that
you
we've
put
been doing the whole
Obalaka
time.
in, the lightning goes, which catches only you in the tunnel.
You said I would be out of it with my mage hand.
I thought you said after you went in to grab the
No!
cubes and then put them back. Oh,
No,
okay,
I'm
just
still
with your
using
mage hand.
mage
Then
hand.
the lightning goes off and you're fine, but the cubes pop out of the
Fuck.
door.
Do you think it's alphabetical?
Maybe we have to do Papazotl last.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. He seems to be the thing that pops this, right? So let's put him last.
Okay.
Okay, so starting top left, what's your order now?
I don't remember the names.
Obalaka, Ijin, Shigambi,
Hi.
Nang Nang,
Unk.
Kubazan,
Welcome back.
Moa.
Okay, hold
Sorry.
on. As soon as you put in Kubazan in middle
need-
right,
we need to
I
do it
put Unk
reverse.
Middle, oh, sorry, middle right.
yeah, middle row, right
Right.
column.
Right. Kubazan. there, so that-
As soon as you put Kubazan there, the lightning flares again. And
We
I'm
need to-
assuming that this is all done with Mage Hand.
Yes, yes. We need
Okay.
to reverse it. It's
So
if
Obalaka
Papazotl
is
goes at
bottom
the
right.
end.
How do we reverse it?
I don't know. If we reverse it, so it goes Papazotl, Kubazan, and then the rest. So it would go whatever is second after Kubazan. Because Papazotl's in the bottom right, it's gonna go in the bottom right. Kubazan's gonna go in the bottom middle. Moa's gonna go in the bottom left, and then
Okay,
whatever the
are
last
you
one.
doing this as you're saying
No,
it, or are
no,
you?
I'm just explaining it. So because I don't
Okay.
remember the name.
No. Where's it? Just. The names of all of them are Ijin, Kubazan, Moa, Nang Nang, Unk, Shigambi, Wongo, Papazotl, and Obalaka.
Wongo's next. So I do everything up until Unk, and then I put Wongo in middle right.
Okay, so to clarify, you've got Obalaka, top
Uh-huh.
left, Ijin,
Mm-hmm.
top middle, Shigambi, top right,
Yes. Nang
Nang
Nang.
Nang, middle
Unk.
left, Unk, middle right, or sorry, Unk, middle,
Middle. Yep.
and then Wongo, middle
Yes.
right.
Yep.
Lightning goes off.
What the fuck?
You got it.
Maybe
It was
place
Mage
it around the thing in the middle one, and the middle one is then Papasan, right? Maybe the
We
middle
already-
has to be free,
We already tried Papazon in middle right.
but with this, with the same
Yeah.
array. Ah, okay, sorry.
Can we try them alphabetical?
I mean, I
Okay,
guess.
so
Which
Go-
alphabet?
Eugene.
The Omoan?
Ijin, Kubazan, Moa, Nang Nang, Obalaka, Papazotl, Shigambi, Unk,
Okay,
and
hold
Wongo.
on. Eugene, Kubazan, Moa, Nang Nang.
Yeah.
And then middle, who's there?
Obalaka.
Okay,
And then Papazotl.
lightning goes off.
God damn it. And okay, so getting all the way up to middle right. Not putting Papazotl in there. Can we put Shigambi in there?
Okay, so
The same order, Ijin, Kubazan, all the way up until the middle.
Eugene, Kubazan, Moa, Nang Nang. You put
Obalaka.
Obalaka in the middle
Yeah.
and
Shigambi.
Shigambi on the right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then oh fuck. It's either Papazotl or Unk, or maybe we go Papazotl last. What do you guys think?
Papazotl last.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, I
Unk.
agree.
After Shigambi,
Lightning goes off.
After Shigambi, can we go Papazotl? So that's bottom left.
Lightning goes off.
God damn it.
These are all just being done with Mage Hand. Mage Hand does not get
Yeah,
affected
this
by
is
this,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, this is all
this
Mage Hand.
You guys are just watching this lightning just consistently just fry this room, and you're like, "Dear God, we'd be so dead by now."
Okay. Have I tried doing like the normal order and then putting like the up to Unk in the middle and then putting Papazotl on the bottom right?
Okay, so let me see if I've got this straight. Top left, Obalaka. Middle top, Ijin. Top right, Shigambi. Middle left, Nang Nang. Middle, Unk. Then bottom right, Papazotl.
Yes.
Lightning goes off.
Motherfucker.
Maybe it's because
Wait.
like Papazotl needs to be the last one in. So maybe if we fill in the Resley cubes, then Papazotl's last.
Okay, then I wonder if we have to go in order. Okay, then I'm gonna put Moa. I'm gonna do the same order. Obalaka, Ijin, Shigambi, Nang Nang, Unk, and then bottom middle, I'm gonna put Moa.
Waka, Ijin, Shigambi, Nang Nang, Unk. Moa. Lightning goes off.
Motherfucker.
An hour later.
And you thought the puzzles were done.
Oh, I didn't think the puzzles were done.
We've only
What if
just
it's like,
begun our little game.
The order of how the temples are in Omu.
They're all scattered.
Kind of. I mean, some were more near the
If I
entrance.
look at the
Come in.
grid and remember what it looked out through Corvin's eyes, could I line up the shrines to that grid on
You
the
could have
board?
somewhat of an idea.
I would like to try that. Then I would direct Ven to place the puzzle boxes the way the shrines look on the outside, basically.
Roll me an insight check for me, please, Runa.
Yes, you got it.
It's funny as
I'm
I was
really
going to say
good at
reverse
that.
shrine, but that works too.
That's a 25 on insight.
25. So
Mhm.
you're thinking, and you do quite remember back, and you remember kind of being up above the city when you first came in.
Mhm.
Kubazan was on the left, Shigambi was on the right. Further up that laneway, Ijin was on the right, and then Wongo further right.
Okay.
So however you want to interpret this was all, so picture like a road. So this is the road.
Yeah.
Kubazan was here.
Yeah.
Shigambi was here. Ijin was here. My hand so you can see the map. Ijin was here.
Mhm.
Wongo was here. And then every other shrine was down in this way. You don't know
Okay.
which shrines were in the water, but you know there was at least 2, maybe 3 shrines in the water. which you never explored.
Oh, yeah, right.
No, Ankh was down kind of almost in line, you could say, with Kubazan and
Mhm.
Shagambi. And you never really saw any of the others.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to try to line it up as if this is the grid and down is basically like looking
The
up.
down of the... Okay,
Yeah.
so...
The down on the grid
if I
is
get
like
this
the
right,
start.
your bottom row
The bottom row is
would be
like
Kubazan,
the
Shagambi,
closest.
Ankh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And you instruct
Then
to do so?
with the mage hand. Yeah.
Nothing happens. You have
Haha!
one complete row, nothing happens.
Okay. And Ijin has to be the one on the top row on the right? Right?
No, top. It would be middle left, wouldn't it?
Middle?
I think.
By Ijin, you guys have always placed top middle. That's where
Okay.
Ijin has always gone when you've placed Ijin.
Yeah, but
But doesn't it look
Okay.
like it has to be on the right?
On the map?
Yeah.
On the map, you would say probably Ijin would belong middle.
Okay, then I say please place that one there in the middle.
okay, I do that.
Nothing happens.
And then Wongo goes to the right of it, right?
Yeah. But one.
Okay. You place Wongo to the right.
Yeah.
Nothing happens. So far you've got bottom row completed.
Mm-hmm.
From left to right, it reads Kubazan, Shagambi, Unk.
Mm-hmm. And the top is Ijing in the middle and Wango right
middle
in
row,
the right.
The middle row, middle is Ijin, and middle right is Wongo currently.
Okay. So we have the top left and right, and left and middle in the middle, right? That I'm missing.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And from what we saw, or what I saw through Corvin's eyes, what would be the topmost?
The top right,
The top left.
top left.
Yeah.
There was no shrine really top left.
Okay. What would be the top right then?
Should we put Obalaka back in top left? Since
If
that's
that-
where it's been going and we haven't had any issues.
Yeah, that's a good idea actually.
Lightning goes off.
Motherfucker.
Cubes pop out.
Let's replace those cubes and put
Okay, so you're doing the exact same order you just did up until the one that caused the
yeah,
problem.
that
Yes.
caused the problem, yeah.
No worries.
And
Selenia, outside in your prayers, what are you saying?
Hold on. She's praying to herself, so she's not really saying anything out loud.
Okay.
But I'll say it though. She says, "My Lord Monitor, thank you for your greatness. Thank you for when I am weak, you are strong. Azarek is scheming, and I know he desires to keep my friends and I from finding him. We cannot let him win. Give me a measure of your strength so that I might not give in to discouragement, deception, and doubt. Help me honor you in all my ways." And then she keeps on
Okay, roll a
praying.
religion check for me, Selenia.
How long have we been here roughly?
Probably at least half an hour trying to figure this thing out so far.
In game and real life.
Yeah.
Dirty 20.
Okay. This very warm voice washes over you, and it's so quickly, it's almost like the wind. And it just says, "The enemies oppose."
Enemies oppose. I respond, seeing if it talks back.
Nope.
Okay. I just
Back in
keep
the
on
tunnel.
playing.
Oh, I'm gonna put. We haven't put What's the Almira? So that's Ejin, right?
Ijin is the
already
Almira.
in,
You've put middle for Ijin.
I'm gonna put Obalaka above it.
So,
So
top
top middle.
middle
Yeah.
is Obalaka.
Uh huh.
Lightning goes off.
Motherfucker!
Wait a second, was Yijing not on the top row in the middle?
No, I thought Ijin was middle.
Middle.
Ah, middle. Okay.
Morthos, what did
So the top row is clear, basically.
Top row's clear,
Right?
yeah.
Well,
what were we supposed to heed if from Sarak's missive up on the obelisks there? Something about a doomed child, wear the mask or be seen, it hides in darkness. What was the other ones?
let's go back and read it again.
Okay, so you guys go back. You see Selenia there, just quietly, eyes closed. You go past the blah, 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 the egotistical stuff from Asarak, and you read, the enemies oppose. One stands between them. In darkness it hides. Don the mask or be seen. Speak no truth to the doomed child. And the keys turn on the inside only. So whatever you wish to take from that.
I want to make sure I got it all. Wear the mask or be seen. Speak no truth to the doomed child. It hides in darkness. Enemies oppose, and one stands between them. Keys turn on the inside only.
Yeah, essentially.
That's as many as we got. Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks, Morthos.
No problem.
So
Wait, so what if it's like related to the story then?
that's what we've been thinking the whole time, dude.
Well, yeah. But we've lately been trying the shrines.
Well, okay. So in the story, Obalaka and Ejin are enemies, and the Commandant. I don't remember what that thing's name was.
Shagambi.
Shagambi.
And
Yeah,
Nang
Shagambi and Nang Nang are enemies as well. And that's the only part of the story that I have. So I don't know.
Wait,
What's the Zorbo?
That's
Is there a
Obalaka.
Zorbo?
The Obalaka was the Zorbo.
Oh, okay. So
You're muted, Runa.
oops, sorry. I'm thinking at one point there was one statue. Was it Ankh? Where we found that amulet that led us here?
Mm-hmm.
And Ankh in the story is alone, right? Maybe
and
Ankh
the tunnel was alone.
and Ankh in the tunnel was alone. Maybe Ankh has to be the one in the middle and the others have to go around it. Because it always is the
started
one
like
that is. Sorry, what?
we started like that.
With
We put
Ankh
Ankh
in the middle?
Mm-hmm.
We got
Yeah.
to Papazadal. And
But it did not. It did not explode immediately, right?
No.
It only
It was
starts
only
after a
when you-
while.
It was only when you put in the opposing tile to the one of the left of it that shit started happening. You
Okay,
would
so
get the top row,
And wasn't
put the one in the middle, then you'd put Unk in the middle, and then you'd put the opposing one, and the lightning would go off.
okay,
And-
so for the middle row, I want to try Obalaka, Unk, Ejin.
Okay, so everything else is clear.
Yes.
I just want to. I'm writing this down because I have to double check your work, basically.
Yeah.
okay.
So Obalaka,
Unk.
Ankh,
Mhm.
and then Ijin.
Are they the enemies? Because something has to do with them being enemies, right? And killing each other or something.
Nothing happens, Ben.
Ooh, very good.
Okay. And then Commandant and Nang Nang are enemies. So we need to figure out who would go in the middle of them.
Yeah, or maybe diagonal or something. If it's always like this.
Oh, that's a good
Around?
idea.
You
So
know
we
what
could
I mean?
put
Because it's
one
always
down the
if you go with like this, it would always be two a pair
With Unk
basically.
always in the middle.
With Ankh always in the middle, right? If you have the diagonal, the top and like this. And I would
We
like
still
to
need at least one more pair of enemies, so.
um
So we've
Let
filled
me
the,
check.
the middle row.
You've filled the
Yes.
middle roll only.
Okay.
I've left everything said as theory.
And with the other ones, Shigambi and Nang Nang are in the middle, from left to right.
No.
Shigambi's on the left.
No, we have
Obalaka and
Ankh
Ijin.
and
Obalaka.
Ijing and Obalaka, right?
Yeah. So
Then
middle
it
left
needs-
is Obalaka, Ankh is middle, Ijin is middle right.
And Nang Nang and Shigambi were enemies,
Theory,
right?
they're enemies. Yes.
In theory, yeah. So let's place them.
Top left, bottom right. 'Cause they're
Yeah.
Diagonally opposed. With
As he
Yeah.
says that, I do it.
Okay, so top left, Nang Nang.
Yeah.
Bottom right, Shigambi, yes?
Mhm.
Nothing happens.
Okay, I think we
Haha.
onto something. Then Papazotl and Kubazan could be top right.
No,
Either
let's
way.
do Papazotl left,
Sure.
or
Yeah.
no, last. I mean, because he keeps blowing stuff up.
Well, then
Yeah,
we could do
yeah.
Moa and Wongo, top middle and bottom middle,
Sure.
or top right, bottom left.
Which one is it?
Oh,
Top right, bottom left.
Yeah.
Let's keep it even.
Okay, top right who?
Moa.
Moa's going top right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Bottom left is Wongo then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
Haha.
Papazotl and Kubazan are left. That would be.
I do Kubazan in the top
Mhm.
and Papazotl in the bottom middle.
Swear to God, Papazotl. Swear
The
to God.
9 cubes flare with light and then disappear,
Yeah.
growling
job!
like an angry beast. The slab begins to slide up into the ceiling.
Well, it's about time I walk in.
Half dead later.
Oh wow.
As soon as you move past that door that slowly rises up into the ceiling, 20 feet beyond the first door, another slab blocks the hallway.
You
An
gotta be
iron
fucking kidding
lever
me.
is set into the door's surface, with a graven stone skull leering down from above.
I can't mage hand that. It's probably too heavy.
Does it look like more places for cubes?
There
or
are no
just a skull?
cavities in the door, so you've just got this door, a lever right on the door, an iron lever, and above that is a stone skull that just stares at the hallway.
Runa,
I kind of like.
I would
wave
like
at the
to-
skull.
don't pull the
Inspect
lever.
this.
Yeah.
I'm not going to. I would like to inspect this for traps and for inscriptions or anything. I
Okay, the
inspect it with my
door?
eyes from
'Cause
afar.
So far, I've just assumed that you guys are still 20 feet back from the secondary door.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay,
just looking at the door if I see an inscription or
okay,
some.
go ahead and roll a perception check from this distance.
Does
Okay.
the skull look like a child's skull?
No.
So I have a
It's like it's a very hyperbolized. Like,
21
Okay.
on
ahead.
perception.
okay, perfect. It's a very hyperbolized, and even Runa can kind of point this out to you, Galinden. The skull itself does not appear to have ever been like a part of some person. It represents a human skull, but a little bit larger. Like you don't imagine any person or being having a head this big. Unless it's like a stone golem up in the wall.
I have
wherever.
seen that giants. Does it look like a giant skull?
No. Just
Okay.
more of like an effigy, like a
Like a fake skull.
decoration, an oversized
Mhm.
decoration kind of thing.
No.
But other than that, no, there's no inscriptions, there's no nothing.
No traps?
You rolled a 22,
21?
21.
21. No
Mm.
traps that you can see.
Runa, can you maybe see if there's something behind, like a secondary lever behind something by the door? Because the keys turn on the inside only, and maybe this lever is a key, if that makes sense.
As you say that, I turn around and look at the stone slab that you just passed through. Is there something on the back of the door that you
That
just
stone
passed?
slab is in the ceiling.
Oh, it just moved
it's-
up. It did
yeah,
not
it's-
swing
it
open.
moved-
Oh, okay.
No, it
I
moved
see.
up and went flush with the top ceiling, so you can't see anything on the inside.
Mm. Oh, I see. Yeah, I would like to look at that lever then.
Are you moving towards the door? then?
I'm moving closer, yeah, a few feet to look.
What exactly is a few feet here?
Yeah, like 5 or 10.
Which one is it?
5. I'm sorry. 5. I'm scared. Okay.
Okay, 5 works. You move a little bit closer. Your feet kind of moving dust that hasn't been moved in a while, and you kind of inch a little bit closer, and you look around. Nothing.
I want to aim an arrow at the mouth hole of the skull in case something wants to pop out of it, because something hides in darkness.
Okay.
So I want to be ready to
I'm-
shoot something if it comes.
Runa, you notice something now, stepping
Oh, dear.
5 feet forward.
Yes.
And you only notice it because your foot kind of exposes it. And just because you're being super, super aware,
Mm-hmm.
you actually do spot, and also because you've hung out with dwarves before, you spot a very, very, very ingenious seam in the floor.
My mom armed is so busy. Stop. There's something here. Do you see that seam here? And I pointed out to the others.
Can I use Mage Hand to like brush it away, like delicately, like
Yeah,
An
Mage Hand
excavated
goes down
dinosaur
like an
bone?
archaeological brush, brushing away the dust and everything else. And Runa, you actually take a step back a little bit because it concerns you.
Mhm.
There seems to be a pit trap here.
Yeah, there's a pit
The
trap.
entire 20 feet from the first door to the second door.
Can
So
we
far,
like?
none of you are standing on this trap. You are actually technically underneath the first door.
Can we block that like with climbing, with those climbing patterns that we had, that we were smashing into the side of the of Firefinger? Could we maybe block the pit from opening?
You
So
would
it does not
imagine that you might need quite a few, but yes, you think that you could actually do that.
Yeah, let's do that then. Let's try
And
that.
Galindon, what potion are you taking?
Don't we just have 3 2d4 plus 4 or 2d4 plus 2 or whatever?
2d4 plus 2. You guys have 3 of them that you did find.
Can I use one of those?
It's up to the party, really.
Okay, no
I'm
one's
not
saying no.
hearing any complaints, so
Yep.
you can absolutely have one.
Yeah, of course. Go ahead.
yeah. Can I have one too? No complaints? Okay, got it.
Yeah, of course. Just take those things.
I only recovered 4 HP, so.
Okay. So, what are you doing now?
I have an idea. It's a little crazy, but I think Runa, your idea, we could maybe start before I go and try something else. Like tying off, like what you said. Or not tying off. I'm sorry, I'm confused.
I would like to
You want to
block
put
this.
the spikes
I
in?
would
How
like
many
to.
spikes are you using?
I have like 10 or. Wait a second. I have still 20 of those things, of those pigeons, right? Left. From climbing that stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And I would just like to slam, to put it in there so that
You're
the
gonna
whole
put all
pit.
20 in?
Better safe than sorry, right?
Sure.
I don't
No.
know.
I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
I have a question. We saw I excavated this pit trap. You said it goes all the way to the door. Is there like is there like a gap? Like could I like potentially stand over there?
Nope.
There's no gap on the edge either.
There's no gap on the edge. There's no gap on the edge of the. You will have to slowly advance up the hallway, hammering in the spikes. So I will say that you use about 10 in the first 10 feet, kind of placing one every foot very strategically. However, once you get about 10 feet down, Runa, slamming these spikes in, you guys all watch as the skull's jaws creak open, and a skeletal hand holding a crystal hourglass-style timer emerges from within. With a click, the timer rotates, and sand starts to trickle into its lower globe.
Oh no.
I scream back up and push everybody away from me. I don't want them anywhere near 10 feet of me. And then I'm going to thunderstep to the lever and grab on.
Good
As
idea, yeah.
soon as you go to Thunderstep and you disappear in a flash of lightning, you all watch as the lever, the sand timer, retract as the door sinks into the floor. And you are very, very shocked then to all of a sudden, with a boom, be standing on the door that is now sinking into the floor.
I did it!
All right, let's run.
Yay! Did you put it?
Looking beyond you, from where you are, Ven, especially that you can actually see in the dark. Now, it's not quite dark in here. You are in a cliffside, but the cliffside itself seems to have maybe natural holes on the top where just a little bit of light is inkling through. Kind of gives it this very eerie, very kind of almost twilighty feel. Looking ahead of you, you can see that the tunnel goes at least 30, maybe 35 feet, and then ends in a wall. That wall at this distance, because you have dark vision to 60 feet, right?
Yeah.
That wall at this,
Actually, I have it to 120 feet.
okay. You can see a devil face in open mouth in a soundless scream. Inside the mouth is this blackness that you can't even see through.
So
you
like,
see that tunnel at about 30 to 35 feet does branch off in both directions, left and right.
Have we all crossed the room with a?
You've all crossed the room at this point, met up with Ven, and again, you are kind of now standing not under a door, but on top of a door.
And the devil face is how far away from where we are?
30, 35.
30, 35 feet.
And its mouth is open and like there's like a cavity inside.
Yeah, it's like maybe a person could like crawl inside the mouth, but it's just black in there, even for those with dark vision. Complete darkness.
Can I shoot an arrow into it?
Sure. You do so. The arrow just disappears into the blackness. Nothing happened.
I shoot a firebolt inside.
As soon as the firebolt crosses that plane, it just disappears in darkness.
Is it like a black hole or something?
I really want to put my hand in there.
I don't want you to put
something
anything in
walking
there.
I just want to know what the fuck's in there. Sin starts walking there.
I'm gonna
Wait, let's first check for traps. Maybe there's another
As
pit
you
trap.
say that, Sin, you get 10 feet ahead and hear a click
Oh no.
beneath your feet. And a dart shoots out from the wall at you.
Do I see it?
dealing- Yes, you do.
Okay, so I get to make a saving throw on that then.
It's an attack roll, really. Like the dart is making an attack roll at you, so I'm not sure if this would.
It's a barbarian thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you
it's
can
basically
see danger.
Missiles if they're incoming.
This is the first time I've used it.
Because I thought the caveat of danger sense was anything that subjects you to a dexterity saving throw.
So you have
Or it's
advantage on
outranged
dexterity
attacks.
saving throws against effects that you can see, such as traps and spells.
Oh yeah, you have to make a. It has to request a throw of you, and then you have advantage on it. So yeah, Tolley's right. It would hit you regardless if it hits your AC.
Which probably does is a 21.
Yeah.
Okay. I do need you to make a Constitution save, though, as the dart sticks into
So he
you,
would have advantage against that, right?
dealing
Not
1
coming?
point of piercing damage. No, because it specifies specifically dexterity saving throws.
1.
One
that's
on the save. Okay. Apart from the 1 piercing damage, you are also going to be taking 14 points of poison damage. And you can step back off this tile if you wish.
Question: how long is this tunnel?
35 to 30 feet.
The entire tunnel or the tunnel from where you're standing?
From the devil face.
From the devil face to you is about 35 feet.
But can I step into where it's like 30 feet?
Sure, you step 5 feet forward.
I'm gonna use detect magic.
Okay.
And I would like to check for the traps, and if I can just smash them with the hammer that I used to put the pitons in to keep the pit from opening.
Okay,
Just smash
roll a
those.
perception check. Your dispel magic, sorry, not dispel, detect magic goes off, and you detect a aura of illusion.
Coming
Magic.
from
Do
for
you
the
say
face.
that?
the mask? Or
Yeah, coming from
face?
the devil mask, yes.
From
Runa,
that.
what'd you get for perception?
I have a 23 on perception.
Okay, you can see the one tile that Sin stepped on and two more tiles in the hallway, kind of staggered so that, one person
Okay.
couldn't go to one side of the hallway or the other. Either way, there is at least one tile that you would be stepping on. You also notice in the wall all of the little holes in which these darts are coming out of. So you figure that there's two ways to go about removing the problem. Either you wedge the tiles with more pythons like the pit trap,
Mhm.
or you use something to stuff all the holes. And you
Okay.
did announce that it was illusion magic coming from the devil face, Selenia?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, then I'm gonna dispel the face. I'm gonna use dispel magic on it.
Okay.
So if it's a third level spell or lower,
you are going
it
to need to
ends.
roll.
I figured. Oh shit. Yeah. I don't add my Oh yeah, ability check. Okay, so I got a 17.
A 17. Okay.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, the darkness goes away.
Can I see inside?
And then you can see inside, and you watch as the darkness almost seems to coalesce in a weird way and step out of the devil mouth and begin moving towards you. I need all of you to roll initiative, please.
Oh, hell
Oh
no.
shit.
Fuck. I made it mad.
No.
Now we know what it is.
Hopefully it sets off all the traps on its way over to us.
Yes. Good thing that I have not blocked them yet.
Okay, starting with Selenia.
8.
Galinden?
28.
Wow. The difference between alert and not alert. Sin? Was that
10 is
10.
what he said.
10? Runa?
19.
Morthos?
7.
And Ven.
11.
Okay. Let's do this. Galinden, you are up first.
Okay, I fire 2 shots at it with my bow.
Okay.
13 on the first one.
13 hits.
24 on the second.
24 hits.
$44 split between the 2 arrows.
And this is magic, yes?
It is, yeah.
Okay, it is definitely looking rough all of a sudden. As we come now to whose dexterity is 12. Now, for the viewers, going a little bit faster in initiative orders. Go ahead, Runa.
I was thinking about doing banishment, but they have changed that, right? It ends after 1 minute, and even the devil would be back on our plane then, right?
Potentially, yes.
In this case, I'm going to. I think I'm just going to summon. Oh, wait a second! It was like a dark demon, right? You said something.
Yes.
It came out of the darkness.
Yes.
I will summon, or I will cast daylight then.
Okay, daylight
will-
erupts in the hallway, and Ven cringes, as well as the shadow creature seems to cringe and it's not comfortable,
Mhm.
not by
But-
any means.
But it doesn't get any damage, or
I'm not sure daylight does, or does it?
does it? Is it not like moonlight, like a beam?
I got
No, it's not.
Oh, okay. Then
Well,
I
I
have that. I remembered it wrong.
It acts as sunlight, so if it has like sunlight sensitivity or anything like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
I see.
but I
All
mean,
right then.
you beaming.
I'm yeah. And it was like yeah. That's it done. I think can't do anything else. I just ready my shield and. Oh wait a second. Should I, as a bonus action, I summon Fatal Touch, and I smack the demon. And 17, does that hit?
That does indeed hit.
Then it does take 12 points of radiant damage from the spiritual weapon. And if the daylight does anything to help,
Okay, daylight erupts in the hallway, and almost riding the wave of the daylight comes springing forth into existence. Fatal Touch, the bastard sword of Kelemvor, that slams into this shadow creature. And whether by the effects of your radiance or the daylight, you are not sure, but Runa very quickly dispatches of shadow.
haha, pew.
Can you get rid of the light
We're out
now?
of initiative.
Okay.
Thanks.
Luna, you said you found these pressure plates that we.
Yes,
Can you lead
they're
us through?
there, and there. I could mark it, or we could just.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can dodge it. It is capable of being moved through. It would just involve knowing where they are.
What if we crawl? Are they like low, or like could we just
I
crawl
mean, it's
underneath
just-
them all?
I mean, the
It's just those
darts are
three-
all up and down the
Oh,
wall because it's anticipating any kind of height
If
walking.
any of you have some of those climbing things, I could just use my hammer and just lock
I
those
didn't
trigger
get it.
plates.
You said they were there, and there.
Yes, there, and there.
Okay, I nimbly blimbly move past them. Like I
Okay.
know where they are, so I'm not going to step on those tiles. So I'll just step on beside or whatever, like diagonal.
I have crossbow bolts left. Could I just hammer them in there to block off those trigger plates?
Yeah, as Galinden, you do move through them. Runa, you think
Mhm.
better safe than sorry. And you
Yes.
actually go and you wedge those crossbow bolts in, and then the rest of the party can actually move through safely. You
Hmm.
have now disabled 2 traps. In
How-
this, you come to
many
the
bolts?
T intersection. 3, so 1 each, 1 for each tile.
So I have 17 left. That's good.
You come to a T intersection. Ahead of you, just 10 feet ahead of you, 9 feet, it kind of comes out at you, carved, is this gaping devil face. Looking in, then using your darkness to kind of look in here. It's not very big, probably maybe enough to fit a demon creature.
Like
And-
me.
Yeah, and I mean, you're kind of like, well, that's odd. Doesn't seem to
There's-
go anywhere.
Nothing in there.
Nothing in there.
It's a kind of underwhelming trap thing.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine
What's
if it
down
had
to the left. What do I see when I look left?
Okay, looking left, Galinden, do you have dark vision?
Pretty sure I do. Give me a sec.
I'm gonna look right.
He's an elf.
You're an elf.
Yes, he has.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so looking left first, and then I'll get to you looking right, Selene. It's like the party both turns their backs to one another. What do you see? What do you see? looking left, Galinden, you can see that 30 feet down, the tunnel ends. But you actually see that there seems to be like a crystalline window inset into the stone there. Not enough that you figure you got to be like right up against it to kind of see into the room. About 10 feet away from you, inset into the floor, is a round, rusted iron grate. And that's all you see, Galinden. Everything else is just, it's a perfectly 10-foot wide tunnel here. Seemingly shaped stone, perhaps once carved by miners. You're not quite sure.
Okay, thanks.
Selenia looking to the right, 30 feet, and the tunnel seems to open up into a massive chamber.
Well, damn.
Can I see inside the
Tell
chamber?
them.
Yeah, if you were to turn around, Ven, and look, you would actually be able to see. You would actually be able to see not only all the way across the chamber, where you can see that it seems this chamber might have a pit, because you see a railing, and then you also see another railing on the other side. So you imagine that there's a walkway around this kind of open chamber. And you actually see that the passage does kind of continue directly straight from where you are. Like if you were to go out and then like skirt around the walkway, the tunnel would continue on the other side.
Okay.
And then just darkness. You don't really see anything else.
Okay, I tell the group that.
Mm-hmm.
I
Maybe we
also let the group know about what I saw with the crystal window and the
So you
grate.
guys very carefully discussing what you're going to be doing here.
Maybe we should check out this window.
Yeah, I would say that
Because
first.
there's a dead end.
Okay.
I'll go
Yeah, then
through
let's
the
do that.
window.
Okay.
Agreed.
So stepping over the grate, nothing does happen. It is a little rusted, but it does, like, one of you kind of tests it, and it does hold weight. It's just, it's just very rusty. Looking through its bars, for those with dark vision, about 10 feet down, you can just see muddy water flowing slowly past. You'd think maybe this is just part of the river coming down into the mountain. They just had to build a grate here or something. You're not quite sure. But you do get up to the window, and creepers and vines cling to the walls of this corridor. And at the end, you do find this arched crystal window, 6 feet wide and 10 feet high. It's actually quite large, quite immense. And it's kind of like standing in a gallery window where you can just put your hands right up against it and look right through. And the window kind of goes from floor to ceiling here. Through it, you can see a dark chamber. The ones with dark vision can see that this seems to be a tomb of some sort. It's overgrown with moss and creepers, and a stone sarcophagus rests on a stepped dais in the middle of the floor. On the wall behind the sarcophagus, 2 large statues of bears grip a 5-foot diameter bronze disc embossed with a dozen glaring eyes that consistently shift and move, looking around.
I stand there, try to see something.
You can
And I
also
don't
see
have
then,
that.
yeah, you can also see that 6 desiccated corpses slump on thrones in niches along the walls. Each corpse wears a black mask made of paper mache and feathers.
Okay, I tell the group that. How? And I kind of like. This is probably stupid, but I'm gonna tap on the window, and kind of like just test how strong it is.
It lets out kind of this very kind of noise, and you figure it's thick, but you also figure that with a certain degree of strength or
Hempson.
magic or something, it could
Oh.
possibly break.
Just a second before you break it.
Oh no, I'm
you
not breaking
said
anything.
The eyes are moving, and there are figures slumped. So, from what we know, it's most likely undead waiting there, right? They sit there chilling.
Definitely.
Good
before we
chance.
come
Yes,
down.
good chance.
Also remember what we read at the front of the tomb where the mask would be seen, it seems like these sitting in the thrones are wearing masks.
Maybe we should
And
take
that
the
this,
masks.
this bronze
Yeah.
sphere or whatever is that's looking around can't see these
I also start to wonder. We were in the shrines, and we know that Azarek killed trickster gods. So is this more than just a figure of speech? Is this really is this a tomb for several for all those gods?
Well, there's only
basically?
6 figures.
maybe 7 with the middle.
Yeah, 7 with the middle.
Oh, okay. Yeah, never mind then.
Should we go?
Maybe it's
like,
more than one tomb.
2 of us and just rip off all the masks? Should we all go down there?
Well, I think, to be honest, we should maybe have a short little rest before we do anything. But after that,
This could also be a place to rest in. It looks like a pretty
Yes.
secure room, and as long as we have masks,
Well-
usually these things won't look at us.
Yeah,
but we have to get the masks from
We have
these
Osaka's
bodies.
mask.
Like, yeah.
Maybe that would work.
I'm willing to try if you want.
We also don't even know how to get in there.
Well, we smash this glass.
I
Is
have a
there
feeling the second
another
we
way?
smash this glass, all that stuff's coming
Hmm.
alive.
If we investigate the frame, is there a way to just
Pop the
unlock
window
it
out?
or open it? Yeah, something like that without it
No,
breaking.
it honestly kind of seems to you like the stone was shaped around this crystal.
Ooh, I have stone shape. The spell.
We
I
also
could-
have paint.
and we have paint. Yeah, we could just. Yeah, that's perfect. We could just paint a latch or something and open a window, right? Yeah.
Just
I like that
encircle
idea.
it with a little hinge and a handle and just
Yes.
pull it open.
Yes.
I
Someone-
will remind you, you
Yes.
all had tried to draw a door in the stone slab of this tomb.
And it
in
didn't
the
work.
doorway of this tomb, and it didn't work.
So you think that? That is true.
We might have to just go the long way around if that's
Or
the
try the
case.
stone shape. That sounds like a good idea.
That didn't work either. I tried it
Oh.
on the same wall that we tried the, and I just thought that it maybe had been watered because it was the entrance to this to the whole area here. But if it's the same thing, I mean, that's quite true. I mean, otherwise, some crafty adventurer would just stone shape, I don't know, downwards or wherever the soulmonger is, right?
Can I
Mm.
go back to the
Smash the
grate and really try to investigate underneath of it and see if there's any
Mhm.
tunnels or anything
Yeah.
Sure.
that go in that direction?
Go ahead and roll a perception check looking through the grate.
I don't see anything. I got an 8. No, it's a 9.
Okay. You're looking, you don't really see anything. You do imagine that one could fit in there. How deep that water is, you're not sure. But you do know that it is at least tall enough to fit something. And then you all hear this kind of scraping, this weird noise. And then you're kind of looking and you're trying to see it, and all of a sudden this skeletal face on the other side of the grate appears. You can see that this skeleton must be climbing the roof of this tunnel. And you can see embedded in the top of this skeleton's head is a large triangle-shaped block. Like somebody took a hammer and knocked it into the top of this skeleton's head. So much so that it's lodged there. The skeleton seems to make this strange kind of noise and then just like runs off, scampering along the roof.
Well, that was interesting.
Do you tell us?
Imagine you heard the blah.
Probably.
Yeah. What was that?
A climbing skeleton with a
Climbing skeleton.
block on its head.
I'm worried we might be
Is the
discovered then.
skeleton gun?
What was the size of the skeleton? Was it regular adult size?
How far away
What's
is
your
it?
obsession with babies?
Not babies.
Children. Like,
Because of what the missive said before we got in.
don't trust the child.
Every-
Yeah, yeah.
No. Don't
Can
speak
how
to the doomed
how
child.
far away is the skeleton?
It's gone now in the
It's
darkness.
gone.
Still in the
Okay.
tunnel.
That's
Like
too
you
bad.
caught it doing something it wasn't supposed to be doing, or it's like you scared it, or I don't know. It seemed to have a degree of intelligence to it.
Oh, well, I'm glad I didn't kill it then.
Well, should we go check out the bigger chamber, larger chamber?
I'm afraid we have no other choice.
I guess so.
Okay. You step forward and you step into a grand chamber, 50 feet across and plunging down into darkness below. You see a stone balcony winds around the walls to connect 4 archways. Other balcony levels are visible below. Then you count at least 4, with corridors radiating off in all directions. To the north, a stone staircase descends to the lower levels. And you get the sense that this place that you are in is a multi-leveled labyrinth. And then you're all kind of beset by the awe and kind of somewhat grandeur of the place that you are in. Runa, with your perception, you begin to hear grinding of stone.
Hey, you guys, I hear something. Sound of
I
stone
look-
grinding against stone.
I look back the way we just came.
So back the way you just came, there is nothing in this hallway. To see the doors, you'd have to go back and look left.
I'm not doing that.
Okay.
Can I look into the pit and see if I can see anything going on down there?
You see nothing moving in the pit. And then you hear kind of one noise followed by another. This kind of slightly larger and this slightly dimmer noise.
Is this sound? Does this sound like the door closing behind us? The doors?
Yes.
So we're locked in here.
I mean, the good news is everyone else outside does have to get the. Wait a second, the cubes.
They're still
do
on
they
that
just-
thing. Yeah.
Oh no! So they can't just.
Well, no, they
open it,
disappeared,
right?
didn't they?
They disappeared.
Okay.
So you have no
Oh
idea
yeah, that's
where
good.
they are.
They
So they
possibly
would-
went back to the shrines.
They would possibly have to recollect them in order to open the doors, right?
Well, the other good news is we killed most of our adversaries here, so
Yeah.
at least the immediate ones.
So,
Okay.
very positively, standing at the balcony, staring the very tomb of annihilation in the face. That's where we'll end tonight's session.
Oh yeah.
No, we're in the tube.
Being in the tomb or not
Hmm.
knowing what's in the tomb.
I hear you.
So, special thanks goes out to all my mods for watching, and a reminder to the viewers that Tomb of Annihilation returns October 28th, which is Faft's birthday weekend, with an all-new episode deep in the Tomb of Annihilation. Special thanks for the music done by Scott Buckley that we use for our pre and pause stream. You can find all his music at scottbuckley.com.au. Again, to stay completely up to date with all FAF news, follow the Twitter at Fumbles and Fame, all one word. Join the Discord and follow us right here on Twitch. Now, before we go, I'd just like to take a quick second. I know that a lot of us are involved in other projects outside of this one, and why don't we take a minute? If any of you has a D&D or RPG related thing that you'd like to talk about, go ahead.
if no one else starts, then I would like to start. If I'm not rolling dice here on Fumbles and Fame, you can see me roll dice on Tuesday nights over at Scraticus Academy. We are playing the second season of Wizards in Wardrobes. We entered Waterdeep and now just stepped foot in the Feywild. It was our cliffhanger last week. And we always play on Tuesday nights at 1 p.m. EST. And next Saturday, I play Waterdeep Dragon Heist over at Goldheart Gaming. And I'm also, for 2 or 3 weeks now, I'm the Archdruid of the Mage College. I help Archmage Derek and his wife Kana to create D&D 5th edition content, like the Fey Noble race. I'm going to pop the link in chat, and I would love it for you to check us out. We are going to create some new Warlock subclasses next. Golden Ice Guide to Warlocks should come out very soon.
Ooh, very cool, very cool. And I am the DM for Waterdeep Dragon Heist over Old Heart Gaming. You can come and see me then if you wish. It's very exciting. As per usual, I left it on a cliffhanger with that party seeing somebody's brain literally crawl out of the top of their skull. Good times had by all. And anybody else got something to say? All right. Well, with that, we will bid you farewell and adieu till next time. Again, just a reminder, we will return right here October 28th with an all-new episode. To stay completely up to date, follow the Twitter, join the Discord, follow us on Twitch, and once again, we'll see you again very soon. In the meantime, claim your own fame, guys. Bye now.